ho, ho, this dump sucks. I want to buy a new house.
Oh, well, it's we're going into the new year.
That was Santa Claus trying to buy a new house.
So why would he try to buy a new house?
I don't know.
He's stuck where he is.
I didn't think about that.
He can't go anywhere else. He's got to live in the North Pole.
That's you've built your own prison, Santa. Now get to work.
So if you're looking to sell your house this year or maybe buy a house.
Well, the Fed cut the rate.
Yeah,
Again.
the rates are changing.
Yeah.
You got to talk to the Bart Merrick team. That's Bart Merrick, my wife, Crystal Van. They've been helping our listeners buy and sell houses for over a decade
And
now.
not just 5 or 7 listeners, hundreds of listeners at this point. Could be pushing 1,000 at some point. I don't even know, but we've got to be nearing hundreds upon hundreds.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
And-
an average of 50 a year for over a decade. That's more than 500. And then all the ancillary referrals.
And the track record. And the repeat customers. That's something that Mark and Crystal get a lot. Like where they get somebody that I would use them again.
That's proof
Yeah.
that they're good.
Yep.
Is because you're right, Daniel. They have a ton of our listeners that have bought and sold a house and then 8 years later use them again. That
or
just happened
rental
recently.
property or an investment property or a vacation property.
They've got some BDMs. They help bought a handful of investment properties. The why you should use them is their experience. They're insanely experienced. They know the market. They know Central Florida. If it's outside of Central Florida, they have tons of contacts they can refer you to out of the state,
Well, they have the
other
knowledge.
parts of Florida.
They've got the knowledge.
Yeah, and it starts with just talking to them. It's free to talk to them. It's the Bart Merrick team, barttherealtor.com.
Tom and Dan after Christmas best of. Enjoy the show while you clean up your trash. Your home is now filled with all this Chinese bullshit. Corporations straight up stealing your cash. Tom and Dan after Christmas best of. Did your children even know or enjoy what they got? We know it's a letdown, so let's turn up that frown with some good old Tom and Dan Slide.
Hey!
All right.
We're here. We're doing it.
It's the after Christmas best of. We figured a lot of our listeners are, hanging around the house, cleaning up all the garbage that they made.
Yeah, you accumulated. You are no longer rocking around the Christmas tree. You are now walking around it with a trash bag.
So we.
Who's in charge of the trash bag in the van house?
Oh, I usually get
You're
the
the
trash.
Me too. I'm the trash bag. I sit there with a trash bag, grumpy, hungover. Put your
Tired, so
put
tired.
your trash in here. Oh, come on.
And then inevitably you put some sort of instructions or something that wasn't trash, and then you're digging through it later.
Then you're fighting. You're fighting with your wife.
So we put together a little best of for you, and it's a little bit of everything throughout the year, 2025.
It truly is an ultimate potpourri.
Yeah, I mean, some ACT segments, some AMT Friday Free Show segments.
Some OG segments.
Some, OG recap, some BDM stuff. This is really a potpourri of all of our shows, which is interesting. It's been a lot of years we've been kind of doing the same thing over and over. We settle it like a corporate time have its own vibe, BDM shows have its own vibe, OG shows different. The Friday Free Show, it's
the
like
super duper secret show that only a couple people know about. That really has
a BDM Infinity. So anyway, and we take this time to thank everybody who helps T&D Media, our little small business here in Central Florida.
And also at the end of the program, we will play a tribute to those who perished this year.
Come on.
R.I.P. Tony P., the cruise man.
No, he's still
alive. Okay, all right.
Alive. He is alive and thriving. He is a cruise mogul.
He looks great.
All he does cruises.
When he got rid of us, the stress just peeled off his face. He looks amazing. Shout out to Tony. He doesn't really work with us as much anymore, but I just like to say Merry Christmas to that guy because he is definitely instrumental in what we became, and we love that guy.
Well, huge thank you to Tracy, of course.
MVP.
She is unbelievable. She has been helping us with a lot of different
Everything.
things. But with sales and events specifically, she was, instrumental with putting together the Beer Fest. And without her, it would have been disorganized, a mess.
Well,
Anyway.
we had our reservations too because we know she's a woman.
Yeah.
But these
Women are good employees.
I was going to say that.
How did the men not realize that?
Yeah, have you seen the women?
Now we can't let them be equal. That's crazy talk.
But we can let them do the lion's share of the work.
Yeah,
That's
let them do the
yeah.
most of the work. They're better. Anyway,
They are better.
Anyway, so thank
We
you. very
love you,
much,
Tracy. Thank you.
Another woman who's pretty good is
Yeah.
Melissa. She is our social media and video editor.
Yeah, as I like to call her, and she won't let me forget it, Melissa the whore.
Yeah.
I love her so much. There's, I'm going to speak directly to her. There are very few people that will make me belly laugh more than Melissa. Like naturally, if I love watching her videos and the way that she represents us and her hard work. You make me laugh more than anybody, and I just think the world of you. So thank you for all the hours upon hours upon hours upon hours that you put into taking things that we say and making them even funnier.
Eric Merchman, he just told me this year is like, I think a month ago. He's like, a month ago marked my 10 years of working with you guys. I'm like, God damn.
God, it seems like a year.
So I'm like,
Right? Seems like he's been here a couple of years.
He's been managing our merch for over a decade now.
Yeah.
So thank you, Eric.
And
You're
he's,
an awesome
he's
dude.
a sweetheart of a guy.
He is.
He goes the extra mile for all of the listeners.
Yeah.
If there's something you want, you can email him, merch@tomanddan.com. Eric is a good dude. Merry Christmas, my friend.
And of course, thank you to all the BDMs that help support us. Without you guys, we couldn't do it. Thank you very much. Your BDM subscription means a lot to this small business, and
It's like the only reason we're chugging.
and beyond the whatever your monthly subscription is, the fact that you're paying attention to the show, you're with us, you come to events, and you engage with us at all means the world to us. So thank you.
At a time when you could choose anything,
Yeah.
and when I say that, I do mean anything. You could choose to
Yeah.
subscribe to. There are people doing strange things on the internet, and you could subscribe to them, and you choose us. So
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
So speaking of Melissa, she put together our first block of best of.
Yeah. This is
and-
Melissa's choice.
Yes, and she kind of took a potpourri from all different types of shows
Got
that we
some
do,
deep cuts in
including Love Thy Neighbor, a new show that we launched this year. Like and subscribe to that if you want some relationship advice with Colette.
I'm not
We
going
do
to
that
think
every Thursday.
Colette too successful.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
Soon,
Oh my God.
once she gets
Yeah.
like, I'm on the Today Show now.
Yeah, she was doing something with
yeah.
the magazine Real Simple this
Yeah, yeah.
morning, and I'm like, oh my God, we're going to lose her.
So this first block of best of, it's got a little bit of, speaking of Colette, when Andrea came in and we did some on-air marriage counseling.
Yeah,
with
I'm glad
Andrea.
that's over with.
And so is you, Andrea, Colette on the first segment. We reminisce about some old radio days. That was an OG recap that Melissa grabbed.
Well, it's because we've done so much that now we've started reminiscing about podcast days, which is crazy.
We got something, Tom's electrician story.
Yeah, I never found that one.
I don't know what that's in here.
Yeah, it's in there.
And then we also have Savannah talks about rhinos when she was talking about her trip to Africa, I believe. And
A video keeps coming up for me, just
What?
as an aside. Have you seen the video of it's like a British tourist and his wife, and they're in Borneo, and all the tribemen around her have like the big mega dicks.
like the ones that the horn.
No, but then they take the horn off, and then they go wow, 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 wow. And then they cut the video, and I'm like, why'd you cut the video? Okay, sorry.
So then we have the owl pellet story from Tommy's 5th grade end of the year.
Classic.
And then a segment from Love Thy Neighbor. So enjoy this first block of best of.
Yeah, and thanks to Melissa for picking it out.
Yep. And we'll be back after this.
It's a Tom and Dan after Christmas best of.
Well, let's talk about sex.
Let's
so
talk
like
about
even
sex, baby.
even you guys, even Crystal and Tom. So Daniel has a just insatiable libido.
Say it right. I like. Give me my credit.
It
Is it an
is-
award? Am I getting an award?
No, I'm just saying
For
you
having
want
an
it.
insatiable.
Yeah. They
Every-
call
It's
me
interesting for a man of his age.
Yeah, they call
Every
me
day,
Mr. Insatiable.
That has
all
to
the
be part
time.
of the craziness.
Always, yeah.
Every night.
It
And
would be every night, every morning, like
Yep.
every time I reach over. I'm
you'll reach
always
over
reaching.
and
I'm
touch.
always reaching.
And I'm like,
That's my husband too.
do not touch. Like, don't. And my love language is not touch or feel. And
My love language
his
is
is-
Pump City.
and I am just.
My
I don't.
love language is skin on skid, Hawaiian justice, rhythmic slapping.
So I
To
did.
know. It's a new love language
Yeah,
we've
that's
just
my love
invented.
language.
I took a sort of a mental poll recently. I don't know, months ago, I guess.
Hey, I know
with
what that
some-
means.
Some friends and acquaintances and strangers, and it seems like men of your age do not have the libido that you two have. And I don't know if
Because we're
you're
superheroes.
feeding
We're
off each
extraordinary.
other.
We're heroes. We're Orlando's heroes.
You're trying
the
to
team.
outdo each other. I don't know.
We're
Are
trying
you-
to. We are trying
Daniel's always had
to outdo
this.
each other.
Daniel has always had this, and I'm just don't run like that.
Do you
and
know
I'm
how
like,
hard that was, Colette, with her having no sex partners? Do you know how hard it was
Yeah.
to let her guide when I go inside her?
So, and I'm like, dude, don't you like? I tell him like, let's take some days off because he would like at right now we're like every other night just because
I love it every
just-
other.
Every other night.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Because
pretty
yeah.
good. That's
I
pretty
know.
good.
I like
yeah.
on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
You're doing pretty well.
Don't you wanna-
That's what he
Pretty
said.
well.
That's what he would be like, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they'll be like, fuck you!
You're having a lot more sex than a lot of people.
numbers.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's superhuman.
I get a touchdown every game.
But sometimes that's just I'm just like,
Yeah.
dude, don't you want to like crave it?
I
like,
crave it.
every day.
Yeah, I
so how
crave
do
it
you
every
deal
day.
with like totally
Yeah, it's
opposite
like Cool Ranch Doritos.
libidos?
Crunch all you want, we'll make more.
So about
Jay Leno.
80% of couples have mismatched libido. It's so common. It's not the easiest thing to deal with,
just wanna read a
honestly.
book. I'm
yeah, exactly.
tired.
And that's what I hear women saying. And that's how I feel a lot too, right? Bedtime is it's the end of the day. You want to decompress and relax. And women don't have typically the same libido as men. I mean, we're painting in broad brush strokes. But I do think a lot of men, even much older men, even when they may
But
have
I've got
more...
stamina. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
got
I wasn't doubting you. I am not doubting you guys.
It's not like
I got stamina.
it's not like you have to just let me blob you for you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I can do it pretty well at
Oh,
this point in
yeah.
time. You know,
Wait,
I've been
if I'm gonna
doing
allow
push-ups.
you to have sex with me, like it better
Hurry
be
it
2
up.
minutes. Yeah, dude, I don't need
2
any
minutes.
secret. Let's go.
I agree.
Hold on. You
I
make me
agree.
eat it longer than 2 minutes.
That's what
You
the-
make me
hold on.
eat it longer than 2
Doing
minutes.
it.
That's
Let's.
what the girls complain about online.
Are you looking at girls? Like you're looking at influencers who are making stuff.
Like,
I'm
spray
with
it
you.
down.
They
I'm
say they
with
love it
you.
3
Get
times,
it
4
over
hours a
with.
session.
It depends. It depends. Was the female already into it?
Yes.
Was she like involved and into it? Then she wants the stamina. But if it's at the end of the night and I'm slapping your freaking hand away 20 times and I finally give in, you better make it quick.
All
right? Get the hell in.
Are you
I love it
watching?
when you slap my hand away.
You're watching the
you can
females
finally
on
give in.
Pornhub.
It's like fine. You're mad about it. I'm like, well, I can get through.
Okay, that's why we're different. That is where we're different.
Because I was like, my pop fought in World War II. I could get through this.
He can. I can't. Like, if Andrea does
No problem.
anything, I'm such a sensitive sex
Oh, my
partner.
God.
That if Andrea, like, I swear to God, if we're, and you're bad about this, it's time for me to give my gripes. We'll be doing sex or getting ready to do sex, and then you'll, like, I don't know
I'll
where your
brain
mind
dump.
is going, and you'll be like, we got to go to Appliance Direct and look for a new freezer for the garage. And I'll be, and that shuts me the fuck down. I'm like, I'm out.
He'll turn over.
I'm like, you're
Hey,
not-
that's all it took for me.
Yeah,
you can
and
tell
I'm
me
like,
anything.
and I'll say, I'm not eating it now. You're not getting this dick.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
I'm like, okay,
You
bye.
can tell me something
like,
horrible. That won't stop it.
Andrea's cracking
That's why. You know what? Thank you for your service. That's why. I admire you.
No, but Crystal, it's not cracking the code because then he will turn over, give his back to me,
Does
and
he
will
grump and hump
grump
a
and
bunch?
hump.
Oh, you grump and hump?
Oh, he does
I
all
knew
the
you.
time.
Good.
No,
Keep that
no.
up.
No, because
He acts like a baby.
Yeah. That's why we're business
I
partners.
suffer in silence.
I do. No, I don't. I act like a baby. I deep breathe, and then I'll go.
He'll be like, like, you should go see a doctor. You don't have the libido.
Yeah.
Like,
Then
that's what TC tells me. He's always like, go see Dr. Powers.
He's our sponsor, and he fixes
Because
that.
you have
Try to say things that hurt
You
us.
have to make the woman think it's a biological problem.
He's like, this is not normal. You should be into me.
That's what I said.
Why aren't you into this?
They have the hormones.
It must be your fault.
No, I'm on hormones, but it still doesn't do
Nah,
anything.
you need to raise the
And
tea.
one
Yeah,
thing-
give her
Raise the tea.
more. Eat that. Start eating it.
Yeah, give it.
But one thing
Put it
that
right on
might
your vagina.
be
Put it right on your
helpful-
vagina.
As soon as you grow a beard, your horn
Okay,
is
hold
not
on. We
for
gotta
me.
let the expert speak.
Yeah, I want to hear
I
what
mean,
she
just
says.
one little. I mean, this is it's such a big issue, right? It's impossible
You didn't
to
need to
distill
say
it
that.
down into one thing. But I think it is important to understand that there's a biological difference, and not just in terms of men wanting sex more than women reproductively, which is part of it. But the other part is that male and female arousal and desire work differently. Men have preset desire. They don't have to be aroused to want sex. Women have to be aroused to. We don't walk around wanting sex. So it's really
You should
very
try it.
different.
It's awesome.
So yeah, I mean that's
I want it
why
right now.
Well, you end
it's
up
hard
having
to.
sex with hobos and stuff. Sometimes the chemicals get changed, and then some women do want sex.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
women typically want sex because something happens that makes them desire
Aroused.
sex. Exactly. So for a lot of
they
women,
got
I'm not
molested or
speaking
Just
for
shut up
everyone.
and let her talk. Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I love that this is such a lively topic. But for a lot of women, there really is truth that you need to be warmed up. And some of it is emotional. Some of it is wanting to feel more connected to your partner in order to desire your partner. And some of it is the timing. You know, sometimes at the end of the day, when a woman's exhausted
Yeah,
from
that's Andrea.
running the household and the children, and in many cases also working a full-time job, you know, a man could be in those conditions and probably still want sex, but a woman doesn't. So there's got to be some understanding for that. And what can warm things up is sometimes more physical affection, conversation, helping, offering to be a really hands-on partner.
It's not intuitive to me to think about putting the dishes away to get a blowjob.
Right, but maybe it should be.
Yeah, you're right.
That doesn't do
Maybe
it
it
for
can
me.
stir it up.
You know how much work I do?
everyone's
I'm
different.
cleaning the whole house.
Yeah, but-
back front dishes.
Yeah, but what if I told you repeatedly is the only thing I want?
Show her like affection and
Yeah.
bring her
Connection.
flowers. And
Wow,
That-
you're on the
that's
board.
number one.
Wow. Are
That's
you guys
the number
dating?
one.
No,
Connection.
I listened to her.
But
She
connection
said
is
it
the
several
number
I'll tell you right
one
now, I'd watch it, and so would the listeners.
We are not.
Oh.
We are not connected. Every day we are not connected.
Oh,
he
quit
is.
telling her business.
Okay, you're.
That's what this is.
Oh my God.
Dennis is embarrassing themselves.
Connected.
But this is it. This
You come,
is the
you come home
biggest
from
thing.
work. You got all the worries about work. Then you sit down. You scroll TikTok for a couple hours.
That's how it is.
And then every now and then
That's his
you
news.
pop up and you say, "Time's going by too fast. We're not teaching our boys to be men. We have to start doing this and this
Oh,
and this."
yeah.
And this."
And then you go out in the yard, you're showing them how to shoot guns. You're like, we have a militia now. You know, can't count on the government anymore.
No, then he gets frustrated and he goes outside and he trims his plants. And then at the end of the day, he's like, grab him a boob.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've been here all day to be talked to.
You didn't mention all the other.
Nobody
I worked
talks to
out,
me. All right,
in
you
between
worked out.
that.
Yeah. So you,
None of that had
wait,
anything
after
to do
the
with
show, you go work out, then you go home, trim your plants mad, and then grab your wife's tits.
Okay,
But what she's
And then he's like,
saying
why don't you
is
want
what
this?
most
This is not
people
normal.
say.
Most women want their men's.
That's
Must
not
be your
true.
fault.
Most women do not want their men's. That is not true. My wife does not want this man's. 100%.
I do, but I don't want
You
it
hate
that
my hair and you
often.
hate my beard.
No, I don't care about it. Like you're an adult. You can do whatever you want, and he's not disgusting.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
joking.
break it
No,
all
I'm just
apart.
saying his
Break it
hair-
all apart.
I'm just saying his hair and beard.
It's not that.
I'm a little blobby,
I'm
too.
joking.
But I think what Crystal's saying, that's the biggest thing that women talk about is feeling connected. I'm not saying that's going to solve everything for every couple sexually, but it's really hard for women to want to be physically intimate if they don't feel connected.
Yeah.
And
Do you ever-
connecting is not grabbing a boob or a butt.
Right. Thank you.
you
Yeah,
ever have,
sometimes connecting is rubbing your back for 4 fucking hours.
Have you ever seen two
Yes.
magnets?
That sounds great.
and then
That's connection.
And then it's magic.
Have you plugged
Yes,
in a plug?
connecting is not grabbing a boob. That's today's takeaway.
How does electricity work?
What were you saying, Crystal?
No, I just wonder if Colette ever has any clients who just get worn down and just stop wanting to connect.
Yes. Totally.
You're just like, all right.
It's called
whatever.
a burned out pursuer. And in fact, I just had a video go viral on my TikTok exactly about this. Like it got over 1 million views because I talked about
A burned
the
out
place.
pursuer.
Yes, it's a therapy term, but a lot of people haven't heard that term because it tends to be like therapists talk about this behind closed doors. It's the one place when a woman in particular, can be a man, but often it's a woman, when a woman has been trying to fight for connection, fight for the relationship, talk about what's not working, engage her partner.
Well, that's
and
what my
gets
wife does.
Nowhere. Eventually, one day, she shuts down and doesn't give a shit anymore. And that's the place
That's what I'm
that
waiting
we therapists said, there's no coming back from.
It'll be free.
Don't
no
let
coming
it
back.
get there.
No, but
Yeah, don't let it
everything's
get
still
there.
the same. It's just,
And I'm not saying you're
we're
there,
trying.
but I'm saying don't let
Yeah.
it get there.
I'm not saying you're there either, but it looks like you're there.
Oh, come
Trying
on.
to tell you.
She's trying to tell you, let's not be there.
Yeah, but then, then you get there and now you're trying to grab a boob and I'm really mad.
And Tom's over here saying, "Are we there yet?"
Yeah, like I'm connecting, right? I mean,
Colette, let me explain what I did recently.
Oh, no.
So
This is called self-sabotage.
I'm out doing my plants, and I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take some wildflower seeds, and then in a pot that that I'm not using, I'm going to throw the seeds in there, grow some wildflowers. That way, every couple weeks, I'll cut the wildflowers, bring them in, put them in a little tiny, because they're tiny,
they're beautiful.
in like a vase, and then put it in front of the sink. So when you're doing the dishes,
Yeah.
But
You
anyway,
could also put it in the laundry room. That's where I like to put it.
anyway, and I've been doing that for at least 2 months now.
Yeah.
and it's gotten me way less than I thought. Like
Any compliments on
But
it?
did you ask her if that's what she wanted?
Well, that's whatever That's,
Every woman wants hand-picked wildflowers in a tiny vase.
Does she have to like clean the vase then and throw away the?
No.
Oh, you're doing it?
You do all that. You do all that.
No, and then there's fresh wildflowers.
I gotta tell you, that's
pretty good, right?
2 blowjob flowers. I would blow you.
It's on the spreadsheet.
So
Yeah.
let me ask her. I want to know, Crystal, what you thought of that. Like, did you?
Oh,
notice
she's
that?
laughing it's like what a child would do. This is what a little boy would
Okay,
do.
all right. I will be 100% honest here.
Man, this is we've done a lot of bad today.
Always 98%.
All right.
I say 97. We need that 3%.
It's just it's not gonna make me sound good, but I'm gonna just say it.
I have done a lot of bad stuff today.
There are a lot of plants in our house now, right?
Okay.
Like they're everywhere, and I love them. They're green, and and there's a lot of leaves and vines.
Everybody
everywhere.
likes plants.
Not every. Oh, I'll tell.
The kitchen counter area, like the sink, and then there's a counter that goes to the dining room, and then there's the backyard. Well, that counter is full of pots and vases and little trinkets that are holding little cuttings of things all over.
There's all of
Yeah.
the skylights
It looks
there.
like a madman's laboratory.
So he put this little glass vase with a little, thing sticking out of
Yeah.
it.
Like a Volkswagen Bug.
I didn't know he was cutting wildflowers or that he did any of that. I thought it was just another one of his science experiment plants.
Didn't
Science
even notice.
It's obviously a
plant.
wildflower.
Didn't even notice.
It looked like a weed.
How do you get a blowjob when your wife
It
doesn't
looked
notice
like
the
a
flower?
weed, she said. I thought it was just a weed or one of these.
Well, that's what wildflowers are. They're not
out
goddamn big
there-
flower. That's bullshit.
He's out there propagating all kinds of stuff. He spends all his time outside and with his plants. So, why would I consider it
Oh, your
this
plants are
great
real family?
gesture? This great gesture that he cut one of them and put them in a vase and put it among the 100 other ones that are sitting there. I didn't know.
It was the placement. It was just bad placement. Great idea. Bad placement.
Also, I didn't ask for that. I asked for connection.
Right.
Yeah, but how do you? Let me ask you this: when your wife is asking for connection,
Yeah.
I don't even know if I would know where to start. My
Put your
problem
phone
is
down.
I'm too connected. Like I'm always brain dumping air. Like, hey, Andrea, I have a hemorrhoid. Come look at my butthole. You know what I mean? Like we're so connected.
Very connected.
But there's too. It's almost.
I've never
too-
seen his butthole.
Oh, she's seen my butthole like at least 20 times.
I don't think you can be too connected.
At least 20 times.
Butthole or not. Butthole or
was
not.
horrified.
But I also think that,
We're being honest today. I'm trying to help Crystal out. Am I helping?
I saw it in Colette's eyes.
She's like, I'm never coming back.
I'm not gonna let you I'm not gonna let you ever over embarrass yourself. We'll do the embarrassing. We'll do that.
No, I mean, I think I don't think you can be too connected in the healthy way, right? Whether we're sharing body parts or whatever the heck you're talking about. But I do think it's different to different people.
Took a picture of my hemorrhoid with her iPhone.
The most, hemorrhoids is a new one for me in terms of a connection strategy. But if that's what does it for your spouse, great. It's got to start with a conversation about what would make you feel more connected, because people are different. Some people don't want to talk a lot. Some people do. But one thing that usually works, and it can lead you into the connection conversation, and it creates connection, is showing some curiosity about your partner. Like, actually, you live with this person. We start to fade into the wallpaper and dance around each other.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. He knows everything. I don't know if you knew that. There's no room for curiosity if you know everything.
Well, I don't know everything, but I know everything about this lady I've lived with for 20 years.
Being curious about each other's inner worlds and what you're feeling in the moment and what you're needing and what you're thinking. I mean,
what if you don't find
I'm glad you brought that up, Colette.
What if you don't find anything about your wife interesting?
That's how I feel.
Problem.
That's where I'm sitting.
So
He doesn't find anything interesting about me.
What?
Or like me very much.
What? Come on.
Say it.
He likes my boobs.
Wow, I like your boobs. I like your boobs.
Listen, you know I like it. What's
the best thing? Watch this. Watch this. What's the best thing about your boobs?
That is literally.
I love this guy. This is why we should have a show together. You want to start a show?
If we're in the shower together, he'll just look at me and go,
I'm just saying how I feel.
She won't let me shower with her.
That's saying how you feel.
She won't let me shower with her. I want to take a shower.
Touch is not my thing.
he doesn't say, God, you're beautiful. He just goes, big.
That's what monkeys do. Banana. The new Donkey Kong game on Switch. I'm playing it. When he eats a banana, he goes, banana.
Men are like this. They're idiots. They're cavemen. That's we don't know any better. I try to tell my wife, I'm like, this is the way my brain was wired. This is the way I was born this way. And then I can't, it's hard for me to start all of a sudden like, you're like, hey, connect with me. I'm like, no, well, tell me the task.
Well, I do think you're right that it's probably hard. Yeah, but I the reason I'm getting, first of all, you don't want your spouse to feel like even if she's kind of kidding or maybe she's dead serious, I'm not sure.
Serious.
But if you feel like he's not curious about me, if your partner feels that way, that's a sign that you are not showing enough interest. Maybe you don't feel that way at all. It sounds like you don't, but show her.
Well, if she had some sort of...
Well, now I'm curious.
Okay, well, she's not interested in my shit either. Like, she never asked me about gambling or how to take care of the plants
or the weeds.
That shit
But it's not all about you. Wait, that's not
that
your.
shit
But
sucks.
I have so many interesting things
That's
to
not
talk
what you
about.
want.
But that's not what you want.
Huh?
That's not what you want. The exchange is you want sex, I want connection. So I have to give the sex, but I can never get the connection.
Yeah, but let's
see what I'm saying?
let's
And
say
she
you-
I'm always the one who has to give.
And she's not necessarily saying she wants you to talk to her. She just wants you to be there in the moment.
You know
with
what's
her.
amazing?
phone
Can
on your phone.
I pause for 1 second?
I can ask her, interview
the
her
phone
about.
is a huge
She doesn't
problem.
want. She doesn't want to be interviewed. She just wants you there.
Can we pause for just 1 second? I just want to thank
present.
Colette again for coming in here, and also the fact that we get more comfortable with her. Like, we are way off the rails right now. Like, we're off in honesty land, and the chat room is
Sometimes I'm-
loving it. And you're gonna get some calls today because there's some bad stuff happening, and they need help. These people need help.
Suffer in silence.
Yeah, they're all
are
they're
hard.
like one guy's out of state. He's like, I'm calling her now.
Can I tell Colette some bad advice that actually works? This is Tom's relationship advice that
Okay.
is actually toxic and horrible, but it does work.
I can't wait to hear it.
So I thought about the easiest way to keep your marriage going is to build a prison that they can't escape from. In different ways, like financially, they're so tied in.
Well, you want them to be. You want them certainly financially looped on you.
Well, Daniel and I have separate bank accounts. So.
TC has no idea where any of her money is or how to access any of it.
Honestly,
so that's
Andrea
funny.
could disconnect for me
I
in
didn't
1
do this.
hour. Like you could
did this to
disconnect
me.
for me in 1 hour.
I'm an independent woman.
Yeah,
And that's
she
good.
is.
That's good. And actually, what you just said is the reality that a lot of people are living in. They feel like they're trapped in a prison.
Yeah, but
So
then
that's why I'm like, ooh.
if they're married 50
Have you heard that
years
before
and
from
then
your
they
wife?
die, then it's a success. You know, you right?
Yeah, you did your time.
But wait, I don't
Time
think.
served.
Twisted
They're
way
like,
of looking at it.
it'll be like, oh my, these people were married for 50
I don't
years.
think being married for
That's it.
50 years is a sign of success if you're unhappy.
It's not. It's
Well,
not.
no one
and that's
knows about the happiness.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it's
none of
none
your
of your
business.
Yeah.
Mind your business. Are you happy? Mind your effing business. That's not your business. You
Oh
don't
my
need to know that.
god.
I can't be serious because if I put on a real tie, people think I'm trying to be something I'm not. So I wear goofy shit. So people are like, "Oh, that's like," even though
the
it's
power
nerdy,
away.
it's
Yeah.
like goofy. Like, hey, I'll wear a tie, but it's this big goofy guitar tie. It's the
Got
same shit as the Ranch King thing. He needs something to divert the attention to himself.
Yeah.
and I've always been like that. I
Yeah,
had
like
fucking
a
bear suit.
novelty statement piece.
Yeah.
To hopefully break the ice.
So that people don't think I'm trying to be cool or serious or
Yeah.
whatever. Like I can't.
Like, hey, here's a guy that doesn't take life very seriously.
Yeah.
It's like
Leave him
reverse
alone.
peacocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want people to think I'm trying too hard or trying to be cool or like I want to be clown. It's the clown inside me, and my son got it, and didn't even know he got it. Or
Have you ever
absorbed it.
whispered that to Crystal at night? Have you ever been like,
Max didn't.
there's a clown inside.
And it got his son. That's bad.
yeah. Max didn't get it. He got the cool gene, and like you know.
Who'd that come from, if you had to guess? Crystal, you?
I
Combination
wanted
of the
to
two?
see- because Crystal wasn't that cool, but she was already smoking at 12
That's
years
pretty
old.
cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. She was already
Was she
rebellious.
sexually active before you?
She was well,
Pretty
yeah,
cool.
because I.
That's pretty cool.
She was my first sexual partner. My wife, it's like she seduced me.
Yeah.
I wasn't even ready for it.
Hey,
yeah.
older
I was like,
ladies that seduce young boys, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
To me, it
That's
is.
what I always
To
wanted.
me, I'll preface, to me, it's
and
cool.
then I'm like, what am I doing?
Where do I put it?
Yeah. I knew where to put it. And then I
Right in the
became,
butt.
then I became hypersexual, like someone that got molested.
What you are now?
Yeah, that's what I think it is. Because I wasn't ready for
You know
it.
what? But lucky for you, you got to stay with your molester. So,
They call that Stockholm syndrome, right? You still fuck your molester?
Yeah, so
Oh my God, how long have you been fucking your molester?
He's been fucking 28 years or some shit.
Do you ever role play? You should do molester role play.
Yeah, pulls out. He's like, I'm gonna touch your pee-pee. So I'm sucking it. I'm like, oh, I like
Oh my God, you're my babysitter. This is naughty.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, please don't tell my mom. Shouldn't you be heating up my Totitos? Oh, you're sucking my pee-pee. Oh God! Put on Indiana Jones and put the Totitos in. Oh, she's sucking my pee-pee.
I want that. Tostitos.
Indiana Jones.
Suck your pee-pee.
He was at Indiana Jones 2. Totitos. Sucking a pee-pee. Okay.
Sorry for anybody who
Yeah.
got really molested. I apologize.
Yeah.
We know it's no laughing matter.
You know what? If you were really molested and that bothered you, email me and I will buy you a Totino. I will. I will buy you a Totino. On this particular show, Butler asked Seth to sign a Kimbo Slice action figure.
All right.
Chungus Glorioso versus Seth. This is when we did the blood work challenge. Last week, I think
we were
we were
teasing.
setting it
Setup.
up. We were doing the setup.
All right.
Raise your glide, bro. Logan Paul versus Mayweather. That's how long ago this was. White Claw Surge was coming out. Do you know that when I see people buy White Claw, at least at my Karen 7-Eleven up here, they only buy the blue Surge.
Yeah, because they're homeless.
People are just like, yeah, they're just like, fuck it. I'm going straight to blackout drunk.
Yeah, they want the 7.5.
Yeah.
And by the way, Daniel really liked the session White Claws.
4.3. 4.5?
I think it was even
3.5? Maybe 3.5.
3.5.
3.5.
Because the
Clementine.
regulars are 5s.
They were Clementines, and you could drink, you could literally drink a 12-pack of them and still drive your car past a cop checkpoint.
Yeah, they're like session IPAs
Yeah.
or whatever, like lower alcohol level for longer.
But the flavor, like White Claw, that's where White Claw always excels, is the flavor. And the Clementine flavor, I just wish if you're not going to do it again, at least repurpose the flavor for a heavy boy.
yeah.
Because that Clementine, it was like a strong orange flavor. Like almost like those little halos. Like those little halo oranges that kids put in their lunch.
And it's the only orange White Claw. The rest of they don't have the orange flavor.
It was so good. It was so good. Let's see. Beer Spa. I think I'm anti-beer spa, and I still am.
Yeah, I don't want to bathe in some giant.
Don't
tub
put some
of beer.
yeast up my asshole. I don't need that.
There's nothing that even alluring to me about bathing in a big tub of craft beer.
Well, the first thing I want to do is piss in it and shit in it. I do. I want to.
I'm peeping right now.
I want to be sitting in the beer and shitting in it. I don't know why I want to do that. I just like am I getting any skin benefits? No.
No, pretty much it's all stuff you don't want like up against you.
Yeah.
It sounds gross. Like I don't want to get in a big tub of Coca-Cola either. It'd be all sticky and
that's
gross.
sugary.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we differ because I would get it a big sun kissed. I would get it if you're
sting your pee-pee hole.
Now you want to talk like a hot tub of Perrier or something? I'll get in like some bubble water. That sounds fun.
a lot of the BDMs I know. Christine's been there. A lot of other. I think Samantha's been there. I think a lot of people that are into like craft beer have been to those like the beer spa, and then I think you go and then you get in this tub of beer, and then I think that's it really. And I'm
There's
like,
probably other pomp and circumstance. There's like some sort of other tastings and like
well,
you rub
I can taste beer anywhere, dude.
Yeah, you smell some hops or whatever. Like here's some fresh hops.
I'll slap it out of your hand.
They just draw it out so you get your full $110 worth.
Is this like a Little House on the Prairie bath where like everybody uses it, or are they changing this bathtub in between?
No, they
Good question.
change it. It's fresh
That's
beer.
a lot of beer.
Yeah, I think they change it. It's fresh beer, but I also believe that it is.
I don't
like
think it has alcohol in it. It's like it's an inexpensive beer.
That's what I'm getting at. They're making some bullshit beer.
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
this
yeah,
with.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like novelty beer for you. It's like sitting beer.
Because
Yeah.
a tub of craft beer would be fucking insanely expensive.
You fucking
Yeah,
kidding
Christine
me?
says you sit in beer and drink beer.
yeah. But is it the same beer? Or do they do a new tank or new tub?
No, it's not the same beer. It's
Okay.
new beer. Because what if you start coming in the beer? Because I will
Yeah.
come in the beer. Because I just told you I'm going to piss the shit in the beer. So, I mean, I'm going to try to give all of them.
Hey, look at me. I'm sitting in air and I'm breathing air.
I just like, I see no reason to do it other than if they said, hey, the malt and the hops and whatever we use is good for your joints. And
We brewed it with some lavender and
yeah.
it'll soak in and relieve this or that. But just sitting in a beer?
Yeah, yeah. I only want like some spa experience where like she could jack me off. Like,
Me too.
I saw Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm at the point now where it could be a guy. Like, I don't fucking care anymore.
Now, champagne. I would sit in a bathtub of champagne. Even though it seems just as gross and the exact same thing, I would sit in a bathtub of champagne for some reason.
It's lighter and more like.
I feel like the bubbles would tick in my beehole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also feel like the people, like girls, have been sitting in martini glasses and champagne glasses for a long time.
I would sit in a martini.
Yeah, like that kind of a visual.
They used to have that
image.
at the top room at Rachel's, and I remember I went up there one time. The one we took her brother to.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I went up to the top one time, and in there was this dilapidated, like they used to have a giant martini glass. And then the naked girl would sit in the martini glass, and I was like, "Why don't you guys use this?" And the guy's like, "Yo, it's a pain in the fucking ass. It's just a fucking pain in the ass. You got to clean out all. They got to pump, and then the pumps. And they were talking about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, can we buy it?" And I've always wanted to buy one of those novelty
jumbo glasses.
and then put a hot girl in it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I got to do that before we shut this thing down.
All right, okay.
Would you be
I'll mark
willing-
it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
At an event or
Let's
something.
do it at a
What's-
beer fest this year.
And
fill it full of beer.
Yeah, just have a girl.
And just have a hot girl in there.
Yeah, because-
and then when she shits in the glass, the beer starts pouring.
She shit in there.
I think I see. Yep, confirmed.
Did this come from the doodles in Playboy magazine? You remember how like they would have like the little doodle girl? Like,
She was
especially-
hot. She had
was hot.
black stockings on.
And then at a certain point, the conceit became that like she was that size in real life. So like the pen would be like approaching her to scale, and she would be like about the size of half of a pen. And then she would get drawn into the martini glass very frequently.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
even the artist would take his pen and he'd be pulling her bikini top down. I'd be like, that guy's fucking horny. He's drawing her. Like, if that were the case, then I'd say, hey, hop off that page. I want you to climb my cock and just lick the dick hole, you tiny little. I would draw so many of those little girls. I'd be like, lick my body. I'd just lay on the ground. I have 100 little Playboy girls licking my body.
Yeah. This is how monsters are made.
You could never give me a superpower because I would be horrible with it. I want to see the origin of the jumbo martini glass.
It's probably in all like a real sad origin. There's some sort of a
misogynistic
sexual monster.
sex slaves.
Like
Frank Sinatra kept some girl in a martini glass for 6 months or something.
Yeah, some sort of abuse, and you're like, oh, it's a horrible story.
It represents drunken imprisonment of women.
It's a horrible. Yeah. It's
I
never
bet you
good.
there's not a market for those things anymore. I mean, that's been done for the last 50 years, right? The old-
Martinis are not really much of a thing anymore
No.
in the first place.
Oh, Bustecker and Brendan went to the beer thing, and they sat in there. What is it? What does it do? If it's just you're sitting in beer, I think it's stupid.
Yeah,
Why don't they
but
make
it's
it a
not,
swimming
it's
pool?
non-alcoholic beer, so it's just hop water, right?
Well, just make it a swimming pool, and then it's cleaner and more fun because I can swim around in there.
Yeah, but it's too much. They got to drain it out the individual bathtub amount. I think that's the you don't
No,
want to
my
sit in
point
someone
is
else's
like
bathwater.
my point is your entire thing is flawed. Just shut your business down and just serve beer at a pool.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's way
Like Cabana
better.
Live.
Yeah, like Cabana Live.
I almost went in there this weekend. I
Yeah,
got back. I
oh.
was like, "Who wants Cabana?" No
The
one wants to
allure,
go.
it calls me.
I'm like, they're partying in there.
We could have a frozen cheeseburger and look at thongs. Come on, kids.
You don't like frozen cheeseburger?
Yeah, so I was like, they're partying in there. They know, at least one or two bartenders. I think they'll remember.
Let's see here. Wedding dress approval. Seth wants to freeze his head. Tom was logging into Sam's Facebook account. I remember that when you were trying to figure out what the hell
she just
you were
left
spying
it-
on her.
She
And
left
then
it
you
on.
fired Butler for that? That's a dichotomy.
No, I didn't log in. She left it on, and then
That's what he said.
I said that I was going to make some because remember when Tiffany was at work?
Haggis pie. Did I get it right?
Tiffany would log on to we all on Facebook. She'd go in the office and she'd leave her Facebook logged on.
You gotta also understand this was the time when Tiffany was like the hottest. Like she had like tons of friends, always downtown, like very
She
popular.
was 19 years old or
Yeah.
some shit, 20, like
yeah.
20 years old. And then she left her Facebook open, and then we were pranking. And then we got on there, and I was like, "Oh, my stomach hurts. I had this pie," like insinuating that she was like complaining that she had diarrhea from eating this pie.
Didn't you get in trouble for that? Or like she got mad?
Well, I said it on the air, and then the corporation like sent an email like, "You do not make posts on someone." And I was like,
You do not log into someone else's account. We used to do it with Dirty Jim all the time. We'd be like, I do mean stuff for Jimmy on his
Yeah.
Facebook. I'd be like, super excited about all these new clients I got. Finally better than Russ.
"Yeah."
And put it out there.
And by
just
the
like
way,
fucking with people
when
so
the,
bad.
when the company puts that out there, I'm like, this makes me want to do it more.
Yeah, like the net. Like the dildo net.
Yeah. Like, this is not stopping me at all. In fact, this is giving me motivation to do it more. Because I don't care about some bullshit. There's no consequences. What are you going to do?
You think haggis is a form of pie?
I don't know.
Well, he made it a
I
pie.
didn't-
He made it into a pie. Like if you don't know
haggis
much,
pie is a thing, right?
if you don't know much about Ireland, you'll take haggis and pie, just squish it together, and be like, yeah, of course they eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haggis
Anyway.
pie.
So, I said, I think on this show that I was going to do that. Then I stopped myself and said, times have changed. I cannot do that. And it's weird being that if like I'm technically your boss and then I'm doing that crosses some sort of line. Then as you're doing it to your coworker, it's different, I think, or whatever.
What's the meanest thing you think we ever did to any of our coworkers?
The radio days?
Yeah.
I mean, putting the panties in Jimmy's bag, like we
pretty
knew
bad.
that I was going to get him in trouble or like that could cause horrible
Could cause a divorce.
repercussions.
Yeah, rip his family apart.
We put that.
I knew you were gonna laugh at that.
We put that. What was that tiny
It
doll
was a,
dick?
Okay, there was
in
a.
Russ's breath?
Okay, this is gonna go way back. If you want some good stories, and this involves a listener, a BDM, Sam C, our buddy Sam C.
Okay.
Sam C had given me, or made, or his wife had made, or
Cabbage
friend had
patch
made.
doll.
He had no, it was an apron. That it was
Oh,
the apron
yes,
that when you remember when it was
Yes.
popular to have an apron and then there'd be a secondary apron over the apron and then if you lifted like your arm up or pulled a lever the flap would come up and then underneath your apron would be a tiny pantyhose made cock with pubes and a dickhead and like
Yeah.
a pee hole. It was
Did Sam
anatomically
C
correct.
give that to us?
Sam
Yeah.
C
Okay.
gave me, bless his heart, he's been a BDM since day one. Sam C gave me an apron that was the tricky the little Cabbage Patch cock apron and with the pubes, and we were messing around with it. Well, with anything that anybody gives us at the radio station, when you give us something at the radio station, we would eventually
Just destroy
it because we don't care about your gift. We don't care about what you brought there. We don't care about you. We don't care about you. You are a nameless, faceless nothing to us. You brought us something.
No, come on. We were just young
saying what we
animals.
thought at the time. We're young animals. We didn't care.
You play with it till it breaks like any toddler would.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then we ripped the dick off. They were like, let's put it in a rusted breakfast. First, he put it in his bag.
In his fucking bag for weeks. Then this motherfucker's got balls. He's like, I'm gonna put in his fucking eggs. I'm like, God damn. That's why you can never say you're a pussy, because if he's mad enough, he's like, fuck, I'll put a dick in some guy's eggs. You put it in his eggs. I was like, oh, that's too far.
And then we watch him get mad, he'd throw it on the ground.
And we'd run and grab it so it wouldn't get lost. We didn't want it to get lost because we're like, we'll put it in his eggs tomorrow.
Damn, I hope my sons don't waste their goddamn life.
It would make you so happy if Tommy was
because it's just a waste of time. Just work hard, become the boss, fucking make the money. Don't just be doing dumb bullshit. Put your fucking cock in your boss's eggs. That's not gonna get you nowhere. You know what they get you? Right here, back where you started.
It is true.
Look at that motherfucker trying to get me back. I had to go through a bunch of bullshit.
It didn't really help us much.
I could have been still sitting there doing nothing, fucking making radio money. Instead, I got to do this shit.
Aren't you the boss? Isn't that what you just told him?
That sucks. No one wants to be
I
the
put a
boss.
dick in his eggs this morning. He's mad.
Throw it on the ground. I'm like, fuck.
I wouldn't pick it up real fast.
Fuck this guy.
Let's get out of here. Oh,
Why
my God.
you take control of the dick? If the dick's in your eggs, you don't want it in your eggs anymore. You don't throw it on the ground. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I know.
Well, this guy also would take it and go like, ooh, dick, ooh, and we'd be like, we know where you're I'd be like, I know where you're acting that way. I know what. Okay.
Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Happy anniversary.
Happy
And
anniversary.
Thank you for everything that you do.
Yeah, thank you for everything. Thank you for your service.
Tony's doing the Illumicons at the outlet.
He's doing the gel scam, too.
He's like, I've never even heard of the goddamn panel Illumicons.
Well, I think there is something to it. Like, you get a new panel, like upgraded panel, but the Illumicons, like that, you got to do each outlet. Is what you got to do.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah, and he
But
doesn't.
Tom
And
didn't
I
know
told
that.
him
Tom
that
said
we
it was
needed
one
to do
box.
that, and he said that's okay. We already changed all our outlets when we remodeled the house.
You changed the outlets, but not the wiring. So
That means you got to take all the new
So
outlets off and put
basically,
the gel
like,
packs
you're
on.
So
you're
you
in a
can buy-
time bomb. You're sitting on a fucking ball of fire.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
You're sitting on Satan's fire right now, and you don't even know it.
You can buy the outlets that are aluminum ready.
Correct.
Yeah.
But they're
But you
not
don't
the
have
modern.
those.
They're not the modern looking ones.
Hence why
They're
I
like the
said you're
old
sitting
school.
on Satan's fire.
Yeah, well, my water heater stopped working. My bedroom lights are flashing.
you-
All the
you know why?
outlets,
Do you want me
all
to
the
tell you
outlets
why?
are buzzing.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
I
they're
forgot to mention
arcing.
that.
Would you like for me to tell you why?
She's like,
this
I hear
is a tough
them.
talk, and I support you. I just want you to know I'm your ally here. It's because he uses the listeners.
No, this is
not a
nothing.
listener.
Yeah, I
It's all
told you.
listeners.
You should have used listeners.
This time we went with a neighborhood referral.
Oh God.
Oh, never go with a neighborhood referral. Was it a cat person?
No, but I told him what was happening, and he goes, "That doesn't make any sense. That shouldn't be happening." So I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm
And then he
Thoughts and
goes.
prayers, thoughts and prayers.
And then he went like. Ah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
when you're
Dr. Glenn?
an electrician with real man, you're used to a lot.
He wins.
You're used to a lot of housewives telling you about what electricity should do. They don't know nothing. You're like, I know. You're telling me some nonsense. You're like, I hear the buzzing and the cracking and
I
the
can hear
walls.
it arcing.
And they're like, oh God.
Sounds like a mouse playing on an electric drum set in there.
I had to unplug everything in my bedroom so that I could get a few more minutes of sleep.
How are the
because it was
boys
like,
handling it?
Oh my God.
They don't
The
know
boys
nothing.
don't know.
Oh, they don't even
Yeah.
notice if the house is haunted.
Did you tell them how we took a bath last night?
Yeah,
Oh, did you guys do the Clint Eastwood where you
we did the hot
where
tub.
one lady says a one and the man says the other?
No.
We took a hot tub bath last night.
I was pouring
Holy shit.
like a bucket on my head with the soap.
Well, you said you were alone. You didn't say your wife was in there.
Yeah, no,
That's
yeah.
kinda
She
sexy.
got, she got out.
That's
she,
sexy.
She
I wish my wife would take a bath with me.
It's not that sexy when everything everything is dirty. And then
And you're bathing on your
Rinsing
son's
your wife's
cold.
bush in rainwater.
Yeah. And then you're bathing in obvious pee-pee water that our son's peeing every
Let
day.
me rinse my bush with my son's pee.
Yeah. And then, it's chlorine-y, it stinks. By the way, you understand that smell of the chlorine smell is because of the urine. I learned that from Mark Rober. True. The chlorine smell
Thank you,
in
Robert.
pools comes from urine.
It's like activates the chlorine or something like that.
It wouldn't smell if there wasn't urine in there.
Oh.
Because he did some tests and he put like a
I
button.
don't know about that, Mark Rober.
No,
Mine doesn't smell, and we don't pee in the pool.
My pee,
That's
my
all.
pee doesn't smell.
Ours-
And I pee in every pool.
Oh, they see it on my pee though. Ooh,
Yeah.
It smells worse when the guy comes and puts chlorine in, TC. And if you smell,
What activates the pee-pee?
Yeah, we see
because he takes a piss into it.
He's literally pissing into your pool.
have you ever smelled a yellow jug of chlorine?
Is this a
There's
joke?
not pee in there, and it stinks.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, Mark, I believe Mark Rober.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
I believe Mark Rober and Ann Ones. They know what they're talking about.
So what are we going to do about your house? What are we going to do?
No, he's coming back. He's going to go in
great.
there and
Yeah.
tighten
He's
the
gonna
screw.
he's gonna come back tonight and tell me I'm crazy.
Hasn't he done enough? Like maybe get a professional involved.
No, you kidding me? I said, whatever you do, don't call the professional because they come in there and they see that some Yahoo
Has
fucked
unloosed
around.
all the screws.
And then I know this from other people. They charge you triple.
But what if he can't put
They're
it
like,
back
this
together?
Yahoo fucked it up so bad, it's going to be triple now.
We got a Miami Yahoo fucking around with it.
Yeah. And then they know. I've talked to these guys in this industry. They know that, and then the
We
wife.
fuck their ass.
Yeah. Because they're like, you brought in.
So
tried
you
to-
have to let the dumb guy fix it.
Yeah. Because then if the legitimate company charges
Okay,
you
but-
triple because a Yahoo screwed it up, and it doesn't
Okay.
need to be triple.
You know what? I'm sorry, that does make sense. That makes sense.
When the
And
house
they
burns
charge you-
down and we file a claim, and then they look in there and they're like, some Yahoo did this.
No, I get in
Denied.
there. I get in there. I'll pull it all
Yeah,
out
yeah.
in the fire.
Well, I'm over there
before-
with
And
him.
then they put you in jail like that one guy.
I'll piss everywhere.
Yeah. Before the fire inspector
Also, you're
comes, I'm there
documenting-
smoldering.
Should be talking about
Yeah.
I'm chopping it up.
Yeah.
You just got to get in there and chop it up before the inspector comes.
Tom told us
I know.
earlier that you yell at him and you say, fuck me hard, donkey. Is that true?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely
I wanted to hear you
Yeah.
say
No, I don't.
donkey fuck me.
No,
Yeah, he said that.
Daniel's insane. Yeah, I never said that. He's being crazy.
He said donkey fuck me.
He said, okay, so he said that
Yes.
in these type of things, like construction or whatever, like that you're the boss and he's the donkey.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
that
and
you
then-
would ask
Yeah.
him, that you would
Cha-cha-cha.
ask
The
him
brains
to
of
donkey
LeBron,
fuck you.
right?
Yeah. And then me and Tony went, cha 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 cha.
Because Tony and Chrissy are doing some house projects. I said that we've
Hey.
figured out.
Keep my wife's name out of your goddamn mouth.
They.
Oh my God.
I said that we figured out a way to work together in which you read the instructions and just tell me what to do, and then I don't try to do anything myself.
Hodor, hold the door.
I Hodor it because that's all I'm good at. It's thank you for your service. My mom knows.
But
My mom knows.
let me tell you a little bit of my pain. When yesterday I said to him, the water heater breaker keeps tripping. I think it has something to do with the Illumicons. And he said,
you're tripping.
I don't know why it would be related.
Yeah, there's no way that's related.
And then-
and that's just science.
Well, I'm trying to take myself out of it, and this whole.
I don't know why that's connected. And then like 30
strange.
minutes later, he looks at me and he goes, so no shower? And I'm like,
Where's the hot water, bitch?
yeah, exactly. That's how I took it.
Yeah, I would have taken it like that.
That's how
why
I
said
took it.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Where's the hot water,
This
you
is
dumb bitch?
obviously the hot water heater's not working. Why are you now coming to me to confirm the bad news?
I'm big hero
Daniel
Illumicon.
does that too. You take it personally. Any sort of, I'm just saying something out loud that's true, and then you're taking it as a personal attack. It doesn't mean
But
to
what's the
attack
tail
anybody.
end of that? What no shower? Well, where's the end of that statement? What no shower? Who? Who was that? Who are you saying that?
It's like,
to?
it's like
You can take a cold shower if you
yeah,
want
yeah.
to.
I'm shooting a gun up in the air, and you're jumping in front of it. So why are you doing that? I'm just
Just
shooting
thinking
it
out
up.
loud. Yeah,
Well,
just
the
thinking
real
out loud,
question
yeah.
is, why are you shooting a gun in the air?
No, because I have to let my frustration out. And I can't take a hot shower.
and he's become afraid of the pain pill guy that's helping him.
Anyway, listen. You
What
know,
time's he coming back? After his real job, right?
Yes,
So he'll-
after work.
Yeah, so he'll be like 9:30. The boys are still running around. This guy's in the zzz, zzz, zzz. And then
fine.
the lights are.
The power's going to be out again.
No, you just have to turn it off for a second. It'll be fine.
You
He
got a
knows.
generator?
He has to know what he's doing, right? Like
No.
his
Is
job.
It doesn't
Is he an
sound like it.
electrician?
We don't know.
Actually, we don't actually know.
Yeah. Do you have AIDS? Yes. Okay.
God.
thank
He had
you.
a truck. That's all right.
Okay.
That's a check mark.
Off to a good start.
Yeah.
We have a truck.
Okay,
He had some sort of tools, and then I saw wires.
But what kind
in
of
the
tools?
truck.
Were they pool cleaning?
So his job could be picking up scrap metal off people's
We
yards.
have wires in the trash can and a truck.
Got it.
That's 2 for Tom.
And he had some sort of bag of tools.
He used to live in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
But he kicked him out because
yeah.
he kept lying about his occupation.
Yeah. So I mean, I doubt he would.
He went to jail for impersonating a police
Yeah,
officer.
just take 1,000. I'm like, hey, I figured this out, and just watching a YouTube video doing it. Right?
Have you heard any YouTubes?
What do you mean?
Like, while you've been, like, walking around, have you heard?
I was listening to see
Because
if
real professionals end up taking a call. They take a call whenever they're working at my house. Like real professionals, they'll take a call. They'll be like, "Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm finishing up here. Yeah, I'm finishing up. Yeah."
yeah, they're all,
And then they start speaking it, and then I hear chiquitico, and then I hear gordito, and they're calling me a fat little midget man. I hear them, and I see them do it.
because then Whitey's listening on the
Gordito,
other.
they call me Gordito Crunch.
Anyway, it's fine. Everything will be.
You know
fine.
what's funny though? Like before I started doing the Illumicon thing, my wife had told me that you guys already had it.
Somebody's lying. we got a spider web of lies here.
Well, when someone asks if I already did something, I just say yes.
So now I realize that what you had told her is that you switched the outlets, but that was it.
I
You
don't
need-
like-
There's
I
an
never
extra
told her
step.
anything.
I don't like it.
I didn't talk to her about
Every
that.
outlet,
I didn't say nothing, man.
It was all burnt up back there.
Yeah, seriously, the old outlets were all black behind, and all the
Yes,
plastic part was
because of
melted
the
off.
aluminum.
It stunk bad.
It looked like the front of a cannon.
Oh my God. A lot of mileage on that.
Oh, like someone blasted a cannon.
Daffy
inside
Duck's
there.
beef.
Daffy Duck.
And I was like, God damn. And then I took that out, put a new one. I'm like, that'll fix it.
Yeah, but he didn't. Did you check that they were the aluminum, the ALCU?
He doesn't know what he's doing. Plus, he's putting a product in his house that has con in it. It's like it's already like we know it's not good.
Yeah. It's inside the concrete. There's nothing to burn up in there.
Nothing
Well,
can
it's
be
gonna
done.
set on fire. It's concrete.
No,
and
not
then
the
some
walls.
Chinese drywall.
Not the interior
It's the
walls.
shit that's
That's
around
framing. And drywall.
No, but it's inside the concrete.
No, it's the shit that's around it. It's probably near curtains or whatever. or like-
There he is.
If I see the
Alan Jackson's here again, everybody.
I'll stomp it out. If one of the outlets are smoking, I can get it out.
What would your sons do?
Well,
Have you told them? You need to let them know. Fire
No,
safety.
they each have listen to this. They each have their own space heater, right? They've gotten accustomed
Jesus.
to getting you
Dude,
to
this house.
Yeah, they each have their own space heater with a wet towel on it.
No, but
What are you guys doing?
But if
over
I
there?
plug Tommy's space heater in and Max's space heater in, their bedrooms
The
are on
house
the same
explodes.
circuit, so it'll cut the
Yeah, so
breaker.
you have to
So I
run-
have an extension cord running from the other room for Tommy's space
we live in Florida. Why do you have a space heater?
because they're little cold little butts.
Oh.
They like to
they're
get
gonna be
dressed.
hot little butts.
we blast the AC because Crystal's always hot. So we blast it, and then my sons who are skinny and they don't eat meat till they're cold all the time. And they have to have
Mummy, where's me heater?
They stand
out to frigid cold, Mummy.
They-
Winter's coming.
after the bath or the shower, they stand in front of the space heater like little hobos, warming their hands. And then
in front of a trash
That's
can fire.
adorable. That's adorable.
So then,
true.
So then the other morning, Max's space heater. Crystal had all these like
Oh, I forgot about this.
Timu,
It was Amazon Basics.
Amazon Basic plugs that she plugged in, and then it fucking cannon fire. Just soot.
You guys play hard over there.
Black soot.
You guys go
And
hard.
I'm like,
Meanwhile, you got
"God damn."
100 computers.
Yeah.
plugged in.
I'm like, this ain't gonna. But you know how much I love my son. sons. It's like crazy, and I take this much chances. Like,
every-
I'll kill myself.
I would not
if
be able to
if they
sleep in
burn-
that house.
Yeah,
dude.
everything you have in your house has been put in by every electrical outlet's been put in by a hobo.
And,
No, we did them ourselves.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
and last night I was so drunk I'd burn them for sure. I didn't even.
You couldn't find your way out.
Yeah.
You're doing the
Hey,
firefighter
I'd burn
crawl.
up in the bed.
You got to go to the right side. Stick to the right side. So you can find a door.
And my sons, no way they can get through the windows like that. They
They
can't
don't know how the windows work.
You have to break one.
They couldn't break through the windows.
You're gonna have to keep one broken at all times so they can, so they
We
can
should
push them.
teach them.
Do you
how to
have
open those
smoke detectors by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah, but they're all wired weird.
No,
they
they're
got some
connected,
sort of.
They're
No.
connected to the alarm, so then it'll call Safe Touch.
Oh,
and they'll-
But you
Oh,
never
you
run
need the
your
alarm that doesn't work now. That's flashing.
I can't even go out of the guest bathroom because the steam from the shower has set the smoke detectors off, and the fucking Castleberry Fire Department show up.
Well, that's good though. Preemptive strike.
Anyway, it's fine. Everything is fine.
Sounds it.
Yeah.
So you need
No,
another-
I don't need. No, it's fine.
okay.
It's all good. I'm
So-
not asking for anything. I'm just telling you guys a story.
Yeah. How do you feel about your Illumicons now that you know that you're in good company here with?
Oh no,
your-
no, I feel great because
Yeah.
I know I'm doing it and I'm doing
Are you
it right.
cutting the drywall and everything?
No, you don't have to do any of that.
He's
It's
just
literally.
He's
I'll
not
show
even
you. how to
doing
do
the
it.
panel.
Everybody
He hasn't even
online
heard
says you have
about
to
that.
cut the drywall because the Lumicon connectors for the plugs are too big and they don't fit in the box.
Well, no. I mean, I have the 1975 boxes and I'm able to fix them in there. So you can change the box too, but like I haven't been able to fix
So you're not
it,
doing anything at the actual.
No, you got to do each one, and then I thought like, you also got to do like if you have ceiling fans, you got to do those too.
And all your lights, every switch, the garbage disposal, like everything?
That doesn't sound like it's getting done.
No.
That's what I heard too. And then the Miami guy said, "No, you only need this at the panel."
Because all he's looking to do is pass inspection. Crystal's looking to not burn her boy.
Oh yeah. Well, that's all we need is the inspection. That's all we
Well,
need.
then your friend is right.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
I knew
We
it.
did it. We did it.
I haven't been to India yet. 2 times I was supposed to go to India, and both times got canceled because of COVID. I was supposed to do a TED Talk at the University of New Delhi.
What do you mean? They got COVID in India. I'm sure of
It
it.
got canceled because of COVID. And then I was supposed to do something at Madras Crocodile Bank over there, and then that got canceled. But no one ever talks about my trip to South Africa. And I did some really cool stuff in South Africa.
Well, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
It's
So
not alligator and crocodile related.
that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
we are not alligator and crocodile.
I'll talk about anything.
Yeah, I mean, like if you went there to literally kill one of your enemies, I want to hear about it.
No, I went to my friend Dingo, who has since passed away. His name
Oh,
is
no.
Dingo Dinkelman. Yeah. He got bit by a snake and ended up passing away. And
I
he was
heard of that
Yeah.
story.
He was a
I'm so
great friend
sorry.
of mine. His family's a lovely family, and they were building a wildlife park. So we went to.
Oh my God, I heard this story. I am so sorry. That is
Yeah.
really sad.
So went to South Africa. I dehorned a rhino. I participated in a rhino dehorning, which was amazing.
Okay, explain to everybody what that is.
So rhino horn for like a teeny tiny bit of rhino horn is worth like millions of dollars, right? Because people in some cultures believe that a rhino horn can cure diseases, but it can't. Because a rhino horn is just like your fingernails. Like it's the same thing.
it's just
It's made of the
keratin.
same thing.
Yeah.
We've talked about this a lot in our show with why these things continue to happen. Like with
A lot of it's
with the tiger penis and all these things, like these ancient remedies are supposed to. And
That's my Xbox gamer tag, by the way. If you want to play with me, just at Tiger Penis.
But it's like, so people take them because they think they have these powers, and then guess what? It doesn't do it.
No.
Because it's impossible to have that power.
Right.
But it still perpetuates itself and still.
You know why?
Why?
Because a lot of these diseases, and I'll tread lightly, but a lot of them are like either fatal or have to do with your virility or your weenie. And I think those things are so personal to people that you will literally try anything. And if that means it doesn't work, but I'll kill that rhino, I'll do it.
And it's like placebo, maybe.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while, someone will live because randomly you do live of like cancer or something, and they're like, "Hey, it worked!"
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Some of the Liver King people, like they say they work.
So I understand you dehorned it to keep poachers from killing it.
Right.
Yeah,
So at the preserves that we went to, they have programs for that. So it was super cool. So we're in the safari vehicle on the ground, right? With a couple veterinarians and the rest of the team. And then the veterinarian is in a helicopter, right? So the helicopter flies.
That's way cooler than my veterinarian.
Till they find.
You know what I mean? If you're the vet in South Africa in a helicopter, that's coolest vet.
Here's
job.
how it's even cooler. So the veterinarian is also the rifleman with the tranquilizer, right? Whoa. So the veterinarian shoots the rhino from the air with the tranquilizer. Then he does a circle in the helicopter. Then we run to the spot, right? Because if the rhino falls down and we're not there, it could get hurt. Lions are everywhere. Lions could for sure attack.
Didn't even think of that.
So we go there and we all jump out together, and then the rhino's getting groggy, right? We see him getting groggy, and then as when he starts to fall, right? Everybody runs, right? And then we all like keep him from just falling flat out, right? Because he could break a bone or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So hold on.
Run, he's falling. So you run to the rhino.
This is insane. No one has this experience.
So you have to feel like, I guess you're going to know
It's a
through
whole bunch of
experience.
people. It's like 20 people probably.
Yeah. Okay. So you know which way he's going to kind of go.
Yeah, you can see him kind of sit.
But also the rhino could be like, just joking, I'm on and go crazy, right?
Hold on, I don't think Rhino could go. I just want to correct him.
Yeah.
I don't think Rhino could go, just joking, and then start killing everyone. No, I'm down for that movie.
No, I'm just saying it starts to get groggy, but then to see a bunch of humans rushing it, and then it gets an adrenaline burst and starts rhino crazy.
From fear.
Yeah.
These people do it all the time, so they have the timing down, right? Like
This
they
is
can
awesome.
base like
You're trusting them with your life, right? Like, they
that.
stomp you to death.
the weight of the rhino versus how much tranquilizer was there. Blah,
What do they
blah,
weigh? What do they weigh?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. So we keep the rhino from falling flat out. And they do it where there's a lot of bush around and there's clearing. So the rhino has to fall where there's a lot of bushes to kind of cushion the fall a little bit. And then also, as we're jumping out, there are wild lions everywhere, right? So we have to be in a spot that's clear enough that the helicopter pilot can see around in a circle to make sure we don't all jump out and the lions don't come eat us.
Hold on. First of all, I wrote down a rhino bush.
It's funny. I was typing it in my phone.
Second, so the helicopter's watching for potential other predators.
Yes.
That may sense that there's a rhino down,
Yes.
and they're not scared away by the humans like they could, because I guess they're all dying of starvation, right?
Well, they make a circle with some of the people to keep an eye out on the ground, and then the helicopter obviously is above, keeping an eye on, because they can see more from a helicopter,
Sure.
things like that. So once the rhino lays down, another vet comes in, they check his breathing, make sure, everything's okay. We put earmuffs on him. Earmuffs on the rhino.
God. Like a kid at Monster Jam.
Yeah.
You got to put earmuffs on every child at Monster Jam. Has earmuffs. This is why we are a weaker society. I have to say what I have to say. If you go to Monster Jam and you put earmuffs on your son or daughter, that's why the U.S. is weak. That's why we're weak.
Yeah.
You're the reason we're weak. I went to Monster Jam, my ears the next day ringing like I needed to go to the doctor.
Savannah's dad built a monster truck, no muffs.
Yeah. How many monster trucks did you hear? No earmuffs. And you're
No,
right.
never.
Yeah.
So are they giant, like homemade rhino muffs? Like did someone what are they made out
You
of?
don't just swing over to Guitar Center and pick up, your.
Are they like frisbees with, or they're bigger than frisbees?
No,
right?
they're
Or
really padded, but it like kind of like your headphones, right? So it's kind of like this because rhino ears are very teeny.
Were you there when we had
they're
Were you there
small
when we
ears.
had the big fat intern that was big enough to wear rhino muffs? Chongus Pugamongus. We have an intern that was his head was as big as a rhino head.
It just dawned on me. I have no idea. I have visually no idea what a rhino ear
Rhino
looks like.
ears are
They're
small.
so cute. They're cute.
Are they small like a human?
Yeah,
ear?
no. They're little,
They're
like
like
a
little
little
ears.
They're like little. They look like little leaves that have been folded
Yeah.
over. They're cute.
Like a
They're the
hippo
only-
ears, like
kind
No,
of.
hippo ears are more rounded, I think, than rhino
I'm
ears.
gonna show you.
Okay, bring up a rhino ear. I gotta see them because, I can't even visualize a rhino ear.
Yeah, see, they're. I described it perfectly.
Did you
It's
show
coiled.
it? I can't see it.
It's right here behind me. It's coiled. Like
Yeah.
it's like a little.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
little.
yeah.
So they put things. It's like our headphones, but there's like cloth that goes in the ear spot, right?
Okay, all right. Is that so that they don't hear you and then get startled
well,
awake?
I'll tell you how they do it with a chainsaw, and that's why we put the earphones in. So,
Oh.
because that could be traumatic. We also put eye blinders on them so they can't see what's happening, because obviously that would be traumatic too. So the rhino goes to sleep with the earmuffs and a blinder on, right? So it can't see all these people around because that's stressful. And then they
Here's
take
a picture of it.
And then they take a chainsaw and they chainsaw off and they get it as low as they can get it, right? Because any little teeny piece of it is worth millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So they take it off. They do some health checks, things like that. And then we spray like antiseptic on it, which is that purple stuff you see in that photo. Spray antiseptic on it. And then once everyone is like, we're done with the thing, they take the rhino horns and they put them into a bag and they're tagged with the same tag for the rhino. So they have somewhere in the world is this place that has every dehorned horn from every rhino. No one knows where it is.
The Hall of Horns. It's the Hall of Horns. We gotta find it. This is a movie.
You can't find it.
This is a movie. What if
it's off the grid?
What if the world's greatest villain tried to find the Hall of Horns
let's
to steal
say-
it?
How much money is it worth? It's like
billions of dollars.
Well,
if somebody broke into the Rhino Horn Hall of
So
Fame.
the Fort Knox of horns.
Yeah.
There's some
So
horn knocks.
let's say, for instance, I would have taken a little piece that broke off and put it in my pocket, right? Let's say, for instance, and of
shit.
course
Don't
I
do
didn't,
that.
but let's say,
Don't
for
do that.
instance, so if I would have gotten stopped at the airport, right, and they would have found that teeny tiny piece of rhino horn in my pocket or something like that, they can trace it back to the rhino it came from, and they use all those other rhinos in the in the Horn Hall of Fame to to find out exactly where the rhino came from, where the person was, who was around when it was dehorned, all of that information they have, and that's how you go straight to jail forever.
Well, let me just tell you that it's not going to be in my pocket. You know where it's going to be. You know where I'm hiding that
Everybody
piece.
knows where my horn is. I'll say it like this.
Find it.
I have my own hall.
Okay, so
and I will place that horn in my own hall, my own, the longest hall in my body.
So, Savannah, going back to this, so the rhino, you keep it from falling over, and you put earmuffs, blindfold.
You chainsaw it off.
Someone chainsaw it
close as you can. Then you antiseptic. You purple him up so he's all sealed up.
Yeah,
How long does it take for him to wake up?
South Africa. So this is on some sort of preserve. And
it's called Zululand Rhino. Well, no, it's called Zululand is what it's called. That's an area of South Africa.
Yeah.
And there's lots of, there's all kinds of crazy wildlife out there.
And so it's the stereotypical, like, this is the African safari, all the animals, like, lions, zebras, giraffes, all that.
My.
It's crazy. And then what else, like, so you're a part of that, and what
And
else
we
did you do
donated
out there?
money to them, Gatorland Global, before it was officially Gatorland Global. We donated money to them for that procedure, right? So I don't remember how much money we gave them, but we sent them money to dehorn 2 rhinos. We only participated in one, but then they also had enough money to do another one.
Cool.
Thanks to what we donated.
Will it grow back?
Yes.
Okay.
They do grow back.
So it's like an antler, or
Yeah, it's like your fingernails.
Yeah.
It's constantly growing.
Is
like
this
your
just
fingernails.
considered like harvesting, and then you're protecting them because they become undesirable?
Will it naturally fall off like an antler, like a deer's antler, or no? That's
No,
a
I
lifetime.
think it just keeps growing. I mean, it might break or something like that, but they don't really use their horns like people think. Like, they're not ramming stuff with their horns. Like, that's not. It's just like, I mean, probably I would think, but I don't know for sure.
Kind of like Morrissey. He's
like
got
a big
one, but he
rhino
doesn't use it.
horn would attract the ladies, I would imagine, on some level.
Okay, all right.
Like whoever's the biggest horn.
You ruined my dreams. I thought they were just horning things all day, horning trees or whatever. Like they'd horn a random zebra. Just were like, I got this horn, I'm going to use it.
So I'm bored. Let's horn.
So I guess then I wonder how long it takes. I mean, I'm sure all this you can Google, but then
You've been telling people that for years.
you just have to chop it off again. So then, what else did you do down there? Like, did you go on the safari that
So
they do
we
for?
saw all the animals,
Okay.
right? I saw wild dogs.
Whoa.
Like wild dogs. Wild dogs are ruthless.
Like a pack of
Like
wild
the
dogs.
wild dogs with the big round ears.
Oh, yeah.
They'll eat anything. They'll attack anything. Like they're out of control. Wild dogs are. Like of all the animals there that people said they were most afraid of, it would be the wild dog.
Wild
Really? Like
Yeah.
those are the animal that could like surround you and attack you. Okay.
Yes, and like I guess sometimes when like the impalas or the inyalas, when they're having babies, they'll just surround the animal, and as it's having its baby, they'll just eat it as it's coming out.
Oh my God.
Wild dogs are gnarly.
Wild dogs go hard as hell. Holy smokes.
They're way tougher than Dansby.
My God. I don't think my West Highland Terrier can do that.
What if you put Dansby out
We
with a pack
shaved
of
his
wild...
balls. We accidentally shaved his balls too close, and now every afternoon I have to put a steroid powder on his balls. It's a steroid powder. I have to put rubber gloves on. I have to powder his balls. He's crying. My
imagine-
little pee-pee dog. I love him so much.
Imagine if the wild dog saw that, they'd be like, "Oh, it's not my dog."
Yeah, they're like, I won't even eat that thing. It's too weak.
So we.
What did Tommy tell Max yesterday?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So we're brushing our teeth, right? And so we're sitting there, and Crystal's like, "You do it tonight. I do it every night." I was like, "All right." And by doing it, I just have to stand there like a goddamn prison warden while they brush their teeth.
They need a warden because they flutter around like butterflies. And they need someone to keep them like, okay, now it's time to go pee pee. Okay, now go get your
Oh, my
pajamas
God.
on.
I can't tell you what I do.
Yeah. I'm like, "Hey, I'll just get the brushing."
Daniel's asleep, and she's like, doing all this.
Maisie will come in and be like, "Oh, Daddy's asleep. Well, I'm gonna go take my shower."
No, if we're not like on top of them, they're over there helicoptering their weaving around.
Maisie's brushing Daniel's teeth. You're like, "He fell asleep."
Hey, she'll brush my hair, and then I showed her how to comb my beard, and then she'll do it. I have an assistant.
There's a little girl.
What did she say last night about my skincare?
She was so happy. I said, "Oh, I saw Daddy doing his skincare for his beard." She was like, "I'm
she's
so
like,
proud,
she started hugging me. She's like,
Daddy."
"I'm so glad you're using your moisturizer, Daddy."
He's making her into the 50s housewife in case I die.
I'm combing my homeless dad's beard.
She's like Hope
crumbs
Solo.
in it.
She's like Hope Solo. Remember when Hope Solo's homeless dad showed up at one of her games? Oh, it's a really depressing. Look it up, but it's true. He showed up and she's like, "Who is that?" He's like fucking eating a raccoon. It was sad. Look it up. It's real. That's real. It's sad.
So I'm watching them brush their teeth.
Oh, my God.
And
Oh my God, I'm Hope Solo's dad.
And then Tommy's like, "Hey Max, you better only sign up for the dry or the wet day, not the dry day of the mud walk, because I guess there's 2 days. There's a dry day and a wet day.
And can you sign up for both or just only one?
I guess you can do you
Okay.
can do them both or one or the other or
okay,
whatever.
okay.
So he's like, because on the dry day we're dissecting an owl. So
He tells me this in bed last night. I'm like, they're dissecting an owl? Is that an animal?
Is it an owl pellet?
So I'm like, what? I'm like, Tommy. I mean, what do you mean? He's like, yeah. My teacher said today we're dissecting an owl, and then the inside we're gonna see what his puke is made of.
And Max is afraid of puke. So.
Yeah.
Oh, they do have a
God.
puke ball, an owl, right?
Well, okay, so
Yeah,
then,
that's a
owl
real
pellet.
thing.
so then I'm like, no. I'm like, Tommy. I'm like, there's no goddamn way you're dissecting an
fifth grade,
owl
yeah.
in 5th grade. Like, and he's like, that's what I've been told. That's what's happening.
And then he was like, TC said, is it like one owl for the whole class? And he's like, no, everybody gets their own owl.
So I'm like, there's hundreds of owls.
We're killing hundreds of owls.
You're dissecting. You know how fucking big an owl is? I'm like, it's half your size.
They're going to need an 18-wheeler of owls.
And I'm like, Tommy, you must have heard wrong. I'm like,
Right.
and he's like, no. And I'm like,
He was so confident.
So then he's like, no, 100%.
Where's that confidence come from?
So then I was like, it must be some sort of plastic owl. He's like, no, it's a real owl.
So TC and I are laughing like the owl's wings are spread out and it's just dead there. Oh my
So
God.
then, after they brush their teeth or whatever before bed, he's like, "I'll bet you $20 when they say an owl." And then we shook on it. He's like,
don't take that boy's
He's like,
money.
"If it's a real owl, then you have to give me $20. If it's a fake owl, then I'll give you $20."
Oh, you're going to steal his money?
Yeah.
So then I shook his hand. I'm like, "There's no way it's a
No.
real owl." And
Oh.
so we looked it up, and apparently what she said, and this is what talk about paying attention. They're dissecting an owl pellet.
Yeah, because you can see the bones of stuff that
Yeah,
they
you
eat.
can see like a mice bones. and-
You don't dissect a frog till like 7th grade.
Yeah. That's what I told them. I was like, I remember it. Because then I was like, goddamn, schools are different now.
What it smelled like.
Yeah, the
Maybe
formaldehyde
Formaldehyde,
is
yeah.
unbelievably bad, man.
But you have to tell Max the puke does not like look like
Oh,
our
yeah.
pizza.
No, it looks
It's a
actually,
pellet. It looks like a piece of shit.
looks like a Scotch egg.
Well, back to con men. When someone says something super confident, like I will fall, I'll be like, because there was a second when I bet that $20, I was like, God, maybe they are just. I was like, he's pretty fucking.
They saved all their money for owls.
And especially if you're willing to put money on it, that's my fucking love language.
I know that is your love
Once he
language.
put 20 on it, I was like, oh shit. Like once EJ accepted the swimming challenge, I was like, fuck. Wait, I was like, maybe you can swim faster than I thought. Like I got nervous for a second. Anyway, so yeah, they're dissecting an owl.
When
pellet.
is the mud walk? I cannot wait to hear
Next
how the mud.
Friday.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we had to move the Friday Fruit Show
Yeah,
around.
that's
and-
special.
Oh, because
That's
it's
a big deal.
isn't an all-day affair.
That's a big deal.
I thought it was only in the morning, and Crystal was like, "No, you'll be
You
there
can't
all
go.
fucking
Yeah,
day."
I'm like, you're not going to go chaperoning anything and be done.
Do
with-
you?
Oh, so are you still throwing your party then next week? Next Friday? Your pinball party?
Oh yeah, well, that's at 7.
You're just okay. So you're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going to become covered in mud.
Yeah, no, well, I'll spray my legs off.
I'll have a hose here.
Yeah.
I'll let
He'll
the-
get in
I'll
his
let the
car,
listeners- I'll let
covered
the
in
listeners
mud.
like hose you down.
Do you know how much I dig in my backyard? Like I've been digging an insane amount of holes for every day when I get home from
for
work.
years the digging.
And there's
that.
mud everywhere. And I'm taking wheelbarrows of mud to other places in my backyard.
For no real reason.
He's
right?
literally always walking. Like I see him out the back door, and I see him with the wheelbarrow carrying a pile of dirt from that side to that side.
Yeah.
And then like 20 minutes later, he's going back with a pile of dirt in the
Yeah.
wheelbarrow.
It's called avoiding your wife.
What are you doing?
I'm out there, I'm planting a paradise back there. Once you see it.
You walk over to one side, you smoke a
Yeah.
cigarette. You walk to the other side, you smoke a cigarette.
I'm in Facebook deals with people selling palm trees.
So you're the chaperone. Can you go and just like hang out?
So we,
to take
um,
pictures.
We both signed up to be chaperone. I signed up for dry. He signed
Yeah.
up for wet. But the teacher called this morning, and there was only space for one of us. So I gave it to him.
Oh, that's nice.
But then,
Can you remember to take pictures?
You're the bigger
of this?
parent.
Yeah, I will. I'll
he's
take
never
pictures.
chaperoned before anything. So
I haven't
I've
either.
gone to I've gone to St. Augustine with both kids. I went to Legoland with both kids.
did one when Maisie was like in second grade, and I said, absolutely never again will I chaperone.
Yeah, it is a
Well,
lot.
second grade kids, they
No, second
all
grade.
we did-
No, second grade was so much easier than fourth and fifth grade kids.
Because these
Not
kids
really.
are coming into their own
in
and
second grade, they still
hormones
listen
and-
to you, and they're quiet. Like they listen. If the teacher tells them to be quiet, they are.
All
quiet.
we did was drive from here to the rep, and I was like, absolutely not. Am I doing this again?
they'll be chanting Hawk 2 and shit.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
yes.
I'll be chanting Hawk 2.
I said one thing to a kid riding a bike at Maisie's school and got called a baby cracker.
By the kid?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'll never say anything again.
The specificity and then also asking questions that elicit people to talk about experiences, that elicit emotion. So not just how was your day, but like what was the best part? And then follow up questions about that. So once people start to really open up, they're going to feel so differently. Whenever anyone like turns to you and is genuinely curious, you can feel it when you're invited to open up, and it feels good to share in that way. So spend a little time thinking about questions you might ask. There's probably a whole part of your spouse's life and world, inner world and outer world, that you don't even know anything about at this point.
Now, what if your spouse does nothing interesting at all? I found that interest rates, housing market, blah, blah.
I mean, it might even be starting with like, what are you thinking about lately? Like, what's been on your mind? You know, just really, you're going to have to walk into the conversation. But a big part is open questions instead of closed questions. So closed questions can be yes or no. Like, was your day good today? Yes, no. But like, what happened today? Tell me more about that. Ooh, what was that like for you? How did that feel? That sounds really interesting. Really dive in. Pretend your spouse or your partner is the most fascinating person you've ever met, and you want to know everything about how they experience their life.
Well, I'm not Daniel Day-Lewis. I can't act that
Yeah,
good.
you know he's back acting now.
It's
He's
easier
back.
than you think.
You heard he's back. He's back. Daniel Day's back.
It's easier than you think.
You know what got
the
him
person
back?
I've been living with 20 years, I know everything
His
about.
son got him back. He's starring in his son's movie.
So, okay,
Cop out.
let me just say so that people are not thinking, like, I don't even know how to do this. When
Can I ask you that? Because
Yeah.
that was going to be my next question before
Yeah.
my brain fell out of my ass. What would you say to people that say, when I do that, it's artificial? When I do that, it's fake? Like, because I know you've brought this up to me before, where it's like, just that first step seems so difficult because you're like, well, this isn't me. So just off the rip, this is inauthentic. This is
I don't care anything about what you do and your day.
That's not what I'm saying. But for you to actively go like, oh, well, like it would be so artificial and weird. So is there a more organic way that we can do that?
Yeah, it's acknowledging. So this whole thing, connection is about authenticity. And I would say it's not that it's not you. It's not a behavior that you're accustomed to or comfortable with. If you care enough to try to figure out how to do this, it is you. You do want to know about your partner. You just don't know how to do it. So what I always tell people is being real is what's good for you and also good for your connection. Acknowledge that it's awkward. I really want to feel closer to you. I'm bad at this. I don't know how to do this yet. So I want to ask you some stuff, but I might like bumble along the way. Like get real with each other about it.
So don't be afraid.
Yes,
fear.
Or feel afraid and do it anyway. But acknowledge that it's awkward and what people want to hear is that you care about me and you're curious about me. If you go to your partner and say, I really do want to feel more connected, but I am totally new to this thing and I feel out of my league. Like, can I bumble my way through this a little? Make it a team effort. Make it a real thing. Your partner probably doesn't know how to connect necessarily either. I think there are some people that opening up. I mean, I'm a therapist, so a lot of my good friends now are therapists. And when we get together, it is the opposite of what a lot of people do. There is no surface conversation. I'm like crying in a restaurant. We're talking about everything that's like messed up in our marriages.
Right.
It's like all so deep, but we live in that part of the ocean all day, every day. So I can't even like do small talk anymore. But for most people, it's not natural yet. So just acknowledge that. Acknowledge that it's scary or awkward or uncomfortable, or I don't want you to see me as an idiot or like think I'm being fake. Acknowledge it.
All right. So, Colette, what about this cliche that I've heard a lot?
Yeah.
And it feels like this is the beginning of the end of relationships when someone says, I love you, but I'm not in love with you.
Oh, God. Are you dealing with that?
This is a biggie.
Do you need a place to stay tonight?
I'm always like, I'm fine with that.
Can I still eat it?
Is Tom trying to tell us something now?
I'm just like, there's no love in there.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
I mean, for some of us, that's sort of a kink, right? Like, I'm going to make love to you so good, I'll make you love me.
Yeah. Because sometimes
Taking on a challenge.
And I'll get serious a little bit about this because I feel like that sometimes is a thing that a younger person would think because the in love, the excitement about the beginning of a relationship, first couple of years, they often measure their whole relationship off that excitement of the first couple of years, and they're like, "Wait a minute, I don't feel this excitement anymore. Therefore, this relationship must be over." But I'm like,
we're in a different season of life.
That excitement can't last for 20 years. Like it falls into.
I think it can if you're special needs.
Oh God! I
think
I want to do that.
I do think there are. Sometimes I see and I'm like, wow, look at it. Like that is.
Look at that joy.
I'm like, look at that.
So actually,
and it's
there's truth to that. You know, that honeymoon stage is called limerence. Have you guys heard that term?
That's rhyming poems, right? I once was a girl from Nantucket who put 20 fish in a bucket.
Is that the company that erases your brain when you go to work?
Is that the people that make the boner spray from Essence?
It's the state of feeling high that you get when you're in a new relationship. And your brain is basically on drugs. I mean, it does feel like being high. You're flooded with all of these powerful neurochemicals like dopamine and PEA and vasopressin. And this is nature's way. If nature makes you get high off the person you're falling in love with, then you'll bond, right? You'll lean in and you'll bond. So some people don't experience limerence at all, but most people do. And it can last from 6 months to 3 years. In some cases, to your point, it can last forever.
Yeah.
Some people remain limerent, but most don't.
You know who did? And because it is possible. And Andrea's grandparents.
They're still limerent?
They're dead, but but when they were alive,
in the grave.
They were horny and kissing on each other and loving each other, and they had. I'm getting goosebumps because I can trigger myself so easily. But God bless them. we talk about this all the time, me and Andrea, about how how were they able? Because they couldn't keep their hands off of each other when they went to the nursing home. They were still doing it.
Okay, I love that.
And I'm like, what is happening, man? And they would make dinner. He'd come up behind her and put his arms around her and kiss her neck. I'd be like, what is happening?
Okay, that
peel her
is so
diaper off.
It was wild.
And
It
I
was
think we all want that. I think we all want that, right?
I mean, I do, but it is one of those things that it was very special to see because it is so truly rare.
It is rare. It is rare. But I think the more we're doing these things we're talking about today,
Practice.
the more we
Gotta
can
practice.
keep love alive. But also to your point that I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore. I think there can be two major buckets we could put people in. One is that they're missing the spark, the excitement, what media has fed us about what love looks like, and it's not the reality for relationships that now can have to last decades. We grow and evolve through so much stuff. A real relationship mostly isn't going to be sparks and fireworks. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of periods where it's like, I don't even know if I like you anymore. But
I hate the periods.
you hate those periods.
Yeah.
Can't wait till they go away.
And I mean, they do happen, right? Where you're not as close, or you're going through something, and maybe you get a little bit disconnected. But then there is something else I hear a lot, which is that it feels so painful to feel like you're not in love with your partner anymore. And I think there's something that sometimes people feel it's not just normal life cycle, or I don't have expectations that it's going to be all a Disney movie.
I'm not ashamed of not being in love with Andrea.
He says it all the
I
time.
used to be ashamed. I used to be ashamed.
I said I was screaming out loud.
He's
screaming from the mountains.
screaming from the mountaintop. And so I went to the mountaintop and I stood up there and hold on, I did it. I did it like that. I'm not in love with you anymore.
Oh my God.
See, but Daniel could say this because his wife's not the emotional one. Is he?
Right.
He's correct.
Right.
And in fact, I'm also uncomfortable right now, which is why I'm making jokes using an echo machine to sound like I'm standing on top of a mountain like a juvenile baby.
But that's totally normal, right? These are uncomfortable things to talk about. And I think some of it is our societal definition of what it means to be in love. And that can get confusing for people.
Have we ruined that? Has the internet, in your opinion, ratcheted up the artificial view of what love is, not only to those
we're
of us.
looking at social media.
Right.
We're like these
The
people.
highlight reels.
Well, I'm not like these people. They're
Who
having
is?
the best life.
Who is?
I'm building my social media like that, and people are looking at me like, this guy's killing it.
And they say the more
Drowning.
someone posts perfection, the more effed up the relationship is behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
But I do think there's so much to compare to now that it's hard to. It seems like everybody else has that relationship you described with Andrea's grandparents, and we're the ones who are stuck with laundry and no sex, and I don't even like you some days.
Yeah.
So it can get confusing. But I'm just teasing out that there is something that people will sometimes say to me where they're like, I don't feel like I feel the way I should toward my spouse. And that's scary.
Yeah. And then now, what's the?
I saw the fear in Tom's eyes. Seriously.
Tom's like, is that me?
I was just talking to him earlier today about how I've never seen him scared, and that was the first time I think I've ever seen him.
You just witnessed it.
Slightly scared.
Well, to tie a little bow on this particular episode.
Ooh, give us some homework too at the end. Yeah, give us some homework.
What can people do? And we mentioned date nights and stuff that are in your experience to get more connected, to even start the path of making that connection again.
Okay, I have a couple of great things that we can do as homework and that are the places to start.
Beautiful.
So first of all, there's some low-hanging fruit in relationships, which is physical affection. And I know, I'm sending your mind in a bad place. Stay with me here. So non-sexual touch is one of the best. It's glue for bonding. So this is research, evidence-based stuff. A 6-second kiss twice a day. Not necessarily a
6
French.
seconds?
Yes.
6 Mississippis.
Hold 6 Mississippis in a row. So you can French kiss if you want to, but really the research is done on holding a kiss and holding it for 6 seconds.
I don't think my wife can go without a cigarette for 6 seconds.
She'll surprise you. She'll surprise you.
I like sticking my tongue out.
So do one in the morning and do one at night. Hold your lips for 6 seconds. It actually produces neurochemicals that create connection and bonding. And along these lines, doing a 20-second hug. hold
Naked
the
hug.
hug.
Naked hug.
You could be naked or you could be clothed.
I'm lobbying for a naked
I will not discourage you from naked.
I like the naked. I like it when she puts it between her thighs. I'm like, don't do anything. Don't do anything. Just leave it between your thighs.
Okay, that will work too.
Soaking. Sorry.
Either that version or the fully clothed normal
Okay,
version.
yeah.
But along these lines, again, 20 minutes of cuddling as often as you can. 10 minutes if you can't do 20 minutes. There is so much, like, we are actually meant to be touched and to feel close to people we touch. So this can really disappear from relationships when we're in the roommate mode, busy life mode. If you're doing a couple of 6-second kisses, 20-second hugs, and some cuddling, I'm not saying don't have sex. That should be there too. But this stuff alone, without turning it into sex, is going to go a long way.
Oh, this dump could use some fireworks.
And if you want fireworks for New Year's Eve, for your New Year's Eve party, it's iwantfireworks.com. It's PyroSpot. They've been with us since the beginning. And they got 2 locations open right now.
Yes.
One in Longwood, one in Eustis. Again, you can go to iwantfireworks.com.
Well, that's what I would do. Go to the website, and you can actually shop from the website. You can either pick it up at different locations if you want to. But, yes, you can shop directly from the website. Craig has fireworks that you can find nowhere else.
Yes.
And he also offers the ability for you to see what the firework does before you buy it, which is unlike anything I've ever seen.
There's screens in the tent. You want to know what this cake looks like? You can click on the cake, and then you can watch it. You watch the
Craig
display.
had screens before we all got addicted to it.
That's
true.
And also, buy one, get 2 free on all their fireworks, which is a great deal. But if you want maybe some, like maybe you live in a suburb, you can't blow off too many giant mortars.
A bunch of Karens running around.
They have tons of fountains. I know I put together a New Year's Eve fountain display.
Didn't you call it Silent Fury?
It was awesome because they have so much, like, if you're going to Walmart or your local grocery store and buying fireworks, what the hell are you doing? You're also overpaying. Like, Craig has 10 times better fireworks.
Don't get them Winn-Dixies, dog.
Way better prices. Or if you want a professional display, and I mean professional, you can go to PyroSpot Fireworks and you could put on a display that Disney World puts on.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, he's got some cakes that...
You want to do a tribute to your Uncle Randy? You can do it. You can do it.
The huge cakes that you could string together.
We have 2 clients that this phrase applies to. 2. One of them being PyroSpot, the other Fairvilla. We'll get to them later.
Big cakes.
Mild or wild.
Yeah, you're right.
Big cakes and mild or wild.
Yeah. I mean, they've got the Snap Pops, the Poopin' Puppies.
Yeah, if you're a baby.
Yeah, all the smaller stuff, like in the huge variety of smoke bombs and all the planes.
They got the Mississippi
trains.
Mambo Jumbo, too, if you want to go insano.
If you go around to the end,
you got the big Saddam. You want the big Osama?
Dude, they've got cakes that will go on for a minute straight. You know how long a minute of insane mortars are?
Oh, I thought you were going to say a minute of cake. I watch those videos.
Anyway, it's PyroSpot Fireworks, iwantfireworks.com.
Tom and Dan after Christmas. Best of.
Welcome back to the After Christmas Best of special.
How's that cleaning going? How's that breakfast casserole going?
You know, not very good because right after Christmas, like everything is now done and you are unmotivated.
Yeah, you get depressed. Do you ever get that? Do you ever get the depression that comes in like the 2 or 3 days after Christmas where you're like, well, I got nothing to live for now?
No.
I get a few of those.
That's what, you know what cures that? Being busy and immediately leaving. That's what we're doing. Loading again. No time to be sad.
I forgot.
But there is a lull after Christmas and then New Year's where you're like, I'm not going to start yet. Like the first is when I start. And so you just do nothing or you're like, eat crazy. Christmas
drink
left.
crazy. You get like super bloated.
So this next block of Best Of is only BDM segments.
Love it.
And so I went back and put together some segments for you guys. And again, thank you to all the BDMs who are current subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber or a BDM, you can go to tomanddan.com. There is a love meter. You could choose your monthly subscription rate. is from $1.95 to $10.95.
Yep.
Whatever you want. It's just being a subscriber. Again, it's the lifeblood of this business, and it keeps us going.
Yeah, and one more thing I can add, and it's a pseudo thank you, even though we pay these guys too. But like our buddy Matthew and his buddy George, they started a company this year called Orange Pixel, and they do basically websites, apps, and new media type stuff. And George and Matthew they put a hammer on our website, and now the love meter actually works more effectively. All of your shows go up faster than they ever have. We have shows that go up now faster than they have in the last 10 years. Like they really are putting. Please understand that I know that our website and app have been rough around the edges, but moving forward, we're working with these guys, and it's looking way better, way better.
If it wasn't for listeners helping us, this business wouldn't exist. And so thank you guys to everybody who's helped us throughout the way. And it'll be like that until we're not in business anymore.
It's pretty much a small business. It is. It's just, and I like it that way.
So the BDM shows, if you don't know, we do a extra show every Monday. It was supposed to be Tuesday, and sometimes it gets released Tuesday if we're out Monday. But regardless, one extra show a week, and we do an OG recap of an older show that's past 100 that you can't go back and get anymore, and we kind of represent it to you. But I went back, and in the BDM shows, we do a little differently. Like we settle into having Ross on every BDM show on Monday,
I
which I love because it's like old school.
It does feel very old school,
and
because that's the way it started in Studio One.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll have Jimmy in, and like I included a Jimmy segment. We included a segment from after I got back from Sweden talking about the moose safari story.
Yeah.
A lot of people, there's not BDMs, are like, man, I didn't hear any of, I didn't hear the rest of your Sweden stories. I kind of buried them in the BDM show. Like,
we hide them in the BDM show. Like, if there's something going on that we really want to protect, sometimes we tuck it in the BDM show just for the subscribers. It's a reward to you guys for subscribing, but also it's like it's our secret stuff, right? Like it should be for
it's
just
a little more valuable.
Guys. Yeah.
And we also have Pukes of Hazard, which we did this year, which was kind of the sister to Shark Week. And that kind of came up organically, and Daniel made a Pukes of Hazard joke. We got submissions, and we decided to do a show about it. And
but we're killing that this next year. Right?
Well, I don't know. It was. We tried it. Some people liked it. Some people like not as good as Shark Week. So I don't know.
We can take it back to Shark Week.
I don't know.
We can take it back.
You never know what we're going to do because we don't even know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So enjoy these segments from the BDM show. I know a lot of non-BDMs are going to hear them for the first time, but if you do subscribe, you can go back all the way to day one. 11 years of BDM shows.
Oh, and isn't the explanation for everything in there? I mean,
there's so much.
All the origin stories in there, all the silly intervieys we've done. The characters that are no longer with us are in there.
So many chatting with the masters with so many different people. Like it's Phil. You can go back and search the app too.
I mean, just tons and tons and tons of stuff.
So here are some segments from this year's BDM shows.
Tom and Dan after Christmas best of.
We've got to do Kara's.
That's a good one.
And
Richard has a good one too.
This is BDM Kara. She says, every fall my family would make a religious pilgrimage to a festival site for my cult. On one such occasion, I grabbed a hot dog at the convention center. Halfway through eating it, I noticed it tasted funny. I looked closer. The bun was a gorgeous shade of blue-green mold. Tossed it, didn't think much more about it. 12 hours later, I was violently ill. I told my parents it was the mold, but they insisted it had to have been a pork hot dog that I'd eaten unclean meat.
Oh, the hooves.
They called...
You got the cloven hooves, right?
Gotcha.
They got you.
They called ministers over to pray over me and anoint me with oil. So there I was, 12 years old, knowing the mold was to blame, while my parents spun a conspiracy theory about the convention center sneaking us pork hot dogs instead of 100% beef ones. A bunch of grown men knelt around me, rubbing olive oil on my head, trying to heal me from the pork. I puked again, tried to rest on the cool toilet seat, but thanks to the oil, my forehead slid right off and I cracked my head on the floor. There I was, feverish and miserable, now bloody, realizing that the adults in my life were utter morons. They trusted their fantasy world more than the simple logic of moldy bread makes you sick. No doctor, no medicine, thoughts and prayers. And that was the moment that the switch flipped. I tuned out all the religious gobbledygook and started counting the days until I could escape.
Oh, no way.
This fucking puke turned her off her religion.
Holy shit.
Puke made you an atheist.
Yeah, man. Wow,
now-
you had an enlightening.
I did read Kara's email, and I was unaware that moldy bread was even bad for you. Like, I've eaten my share of moldy bread, and
Yeah,
I
me
thought
too.
that I was like, some little mold. Like, I usually either pick it off.
Dude,
or,
I'll pick it right off and put it right in the mouth.
and I've eaten like a sandwich not knowing there's moldy bread, and it tasted weird, and then I saw that I eat, and then I was like, and I'm taking the bread, that slice off, but still, it never bothered me.
Yeah, I agree. It probably was pork hot dogs and God is real.
That's what I'm saying. This is the best evidence I've seen.
Oh, my God. Karen says, and this is the reason I am the way I am. Well, we love you, and thank you for sharing the story. That was a good one. That was a really good one.
Dude, I don't even know. This guy sent us like 18 different puke stories. All right, so...
the one with the little guys. These are good.
A bunch of little puke
Yeah, I
stories
like- this is
throughout the years.
I call it, he's the Stephen King of, like, these are tiny, these are short puke stories.
Yeah. And then he gives you the age it happens every time. So first one, fell out of a shopping cart at Publix, got a concussion, puked all over the floor, age 3. Class field trip to Olive Garden. They took us through the freezer where there was some foul-smelling food that did not agree with me. I'm not sure what the fuck it was, but it was nasty. I was in the back of the group, puked all over the floor of the walk-in freezer, did not tell anybody, virtually certain it froze to the floor, 7 years of age.
What school field trip is Olive Garden? What county is that?
That's Sumter.
It's Sumter County.
That's solid Sumter.
Today we're going to Raising Cane's. Come on in the walk-in, guys.
Trivia night at a pub. Our team won trivia. Then while sitting at the bar, I puked in an empty pitcher and handed it back to the bartender, age 22.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before. The pitcher puke, that's pretty common with the bros. That's a younger man's bro puke.
Although the staff has to be happy that you puked in a pitcher instead of all over the floor.
Well,
right?
you would think
I forgot
that,
about
but
that one.
sometimes the staff is different. So think about this. Puke on the floor actually might be cleaner than you handing puke behind the bar with all the ice, with all the, you know what I mean? All the cutlery, the silverware, all that.
We'll pause on this guy, and I'll tell you this one that I just remember. I don't think I've ever told you guys this story before. I was running open mic at Bullenbush. Or no, it was a shit sandwich night.
Oh, it's Lake County does the Olive Garden field trip. Thank you, Ricky. Appreciate that.
It was shit sandwich night, and a particular comic who I will not name came up to me and was like, hey, can I do 10 minutes tonight? My dad's coming out to see my set, and I'd love to do 10 minutes if possible. I was like, yeah, sure, no problem, whatever. And so
cool, yeah.
guy comes in, brings his dad. His dad is sitting at the end of the bar, like closest to the bathroom. And the dad came in visibly drunk. He was like kind of shaky, wobbly, and like drunk already. And so this guy goes up on the stage, starts to do his 10 minutes. About like 2 minutes into his set, I look over, and his dad is passed out. Like his dad is like on a stool, passed out.
It's already a funny story. That's so sad.
See your son do 10 minutes of comedy.
He couldn't even stay awake 10 minutes. It's only 10 minutes.
I swear to God, there's a swerve that you will never fucking see coming to this story. All right. So he's like 2 minutes in, his dad's passed out, and he's made it plain to me like this is a big deal to him. So I'm like, as the host and as like a friend to this guy, I'm thinking like I'm gonna go wake up his dad and so I go over to his dad and I'm like, hey, you know, so and so's on stage and I know he really wanted you to see his set. Hey, wake up. And the dad like pops his eyes open and then immediately pukes between his legs on the floor at the bar, just like a waterfall of puke, right? And like I jumped back and got out of the way, but the comic next to me didn't, and it gets all over his shoes, right? And so here's the problem. I now need to bring that guy down from stage so that he can come deal with his dad, and also bring up the next comic. However, unfortunately, the next comic is the one whose shoes has just been puked on, and this man has a physical disability where he walks around on like those hand crutches and cannot bend over to clean his shoes. So I have to take this guy.
Wait a minute, this is a disabled man's shoes?
The comic, yes, was disabled to the point where he can't bend over.
So the old man father puked on a disabled man's shoes, and the disabled man can't clean his shoes.
And he's the next comic.
Oh, Jesus.
So I have to take him into the bathroom, clean his shoes for him, come back out, and then bring this guy down like 6 minutes into like what he thought was a 10-minute set. So he's on stage like, why the fuck are you lighting me? I got like 5 minutes. Like, he's mad at me for lighting him too early.
Oh, you gotta get him on stage.
So here's the guy pukes. I have to take the guy into the room to clean his shoes. The next comic, come out. Comedian's fucking furious at me for lighting him too early. I go up on stage, bring up puke shoe comedian, and then come back down off the stage.
But then you got to talk to the guy, right? And explain everything, or did he kind of figure it out?
They stormed off, and then this guy, good guy when he's not like hammered drunk. He actually got on Facebook at like 1 a.m. and made a long post on my Facebook wall about what a prick I was. I swear to God.
The guy whose dad puked at.
I swear to God.
Comedy, yay! So fun, always easy.
What about your dad coming to watch your 10 minutes and then?
Hey,
It was my fault.
I'm gonna give you some love. I tell you right now,
That's a good
the
son.
best host. I would say
You know what? I hope my sons are like that one day.
I was gonna say the best host in Orlando is the one that cleans his next comic's fucking shoes.
I
man.
did have a
Good
moment where I was
Lord.
like, wow, this job involves a lot of weird
That's
shit.
very Jesus too, you know, like. What do the boys say when you say, "Guys, we're getting the hell out of here"?
They were like, "Thank God, can we go to a hotel?"
Or they're like, "Yay!"
But we booked the moose adventure.
Hold on, I didn't know about this.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
couldn't leave early and go to Stockholm a day early because we spent money on this moose safari, which
But
I
you
didn't
can-
know. We didn't talk about this either.
You can tell Tom didn't sleep with the lady of the woods because you guys didn't have good luck at the hunt.
Yeah, that's true.
We did see some moose, which is cool, but the
Nice.
whole other. Okay, so
You know what? I could see a moose on my phone right now.
I've made that
So-
argument with him many, many times. He doesn't like that argument.
When
Ross.
we were in the van on the way to the moose hunt or area or moose safari or whatever, the guy
going on a moose.
he asked, "Have anybody here ever seen a moose?" And I said, "Yeah, we've seen a moose in Colorado. It was a male, and he was drinking water out of the stream right next to the road." And we pulled over.
A huge cock.
We pulled over and we saw this moose, and he was like, "Oh, American moose are really big." And I'm like, "Oh, so the ones we're seeing on this thing are small."
They're like,
They're like, oh, you
There's
saw.
this,
Why
like,
are you
they're-
even paying for
It's a
this?
Shetland moose.
You've already seen a wild moose? Holy shit!
He's like, "You've seen a male American moose with big antlers?" And I'm like, "Yeah, one time we saw it on the side of the road." And
He's like, what? Hold on a second. I can call my friend. They've seen real big American moose.
he's like,
I
"You're
can't believe.
twice the size of ours here." And I was like, "Oh my God.
We're going to
we
see
just-
deer with taped on antlers. It's
Yeah.
the same
No
lady at the
antlers.
Echo Lodge.
So
No antlers.
No, they were
what
all female.
point is seeing a moose with no antlers?
that's rare.
That's my dad. We used to say that. My dad's like, I don't want to see
We already
that.
saw it. We didn't know how rare it was.
I want to see the antlers.
Yeah, there's a cat in my neighborhood with no tail. It's rare, but who cares?
So, by the way, this
That rhymed too. By the way, that just rhymed. You are weird today.
I may be Dr. Seuss.
I'm into it, Ross.
so
I like it.
The moose safari we booked. I don't. And
What do the boys think? What do the boys think of Moose Safari?
Safari. Yeah.
I want to talk to the sons. I want to talk to the band boys.
They have no life
There's not a
experience.
jungle nearby. You're not on safari.
So, of course, the boys, they have no reference to what's good or not because they're too young.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
But they know if they're having fun, right?
Enjoyment comes with perspective in
that's
life.
true.
So you don't know how interesting things are unless you've lived a life.
Kids know things, and they know moose have antlers.
Well, of course, it's not fun for them. Ross. Nothing about this is fun.
Oh my God. It was a 5-hour safari.
5 hours.
Well, moose are slow, so you get to see a lot of them in
By the
5
way,
hours.
I'm like, if we see some right away, can we all just agree
Yeah.
to get back?
Yeah,
I mean, I
if
don't
we
wanna
get it
be
done
out
in
here
20
for 5
minutes, it's
hours.
just like working at Foot Locker.
by the
If I
way-
get all my shoe stock, I'm getting the fuck
Yeah,
out
I
of
don't
here.
need to be here the rest of the
Yeah.
time.
I'm with you on that.
5 hour moose safari starts at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Yeah, it started at 7:30 and we got back at 12:30.
Oh, come
It's all
on.
night moose safari.
All night. Hold on, I've been doing all night
Listen,
moose safari.
it does. Remember,
And that was fucking awesome, dude.
it doesn't get dark there, and they're nocturnal, so you have to wait until it gets dark enough for them to want to come out.
Yeah, I'm like nocturnal.
Hardly
They're
dark.
bats.
I think Wednesday night at Southern Nights is all night moose safari.
Yeah, all night. It's all night moose safari.
That moose we saw in Colorado must have been diseased or something. It was fucking middle of the day, and it was like
No,
in a bunch
American
of
moose that come out to smoke a cigarette. Yeah. American moose, a big fat American moose. It comes out, he smokes a cigarette, and looks
Yeah.
around, like, I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, the American moose has to get out while the Arby's is still open.
Are they all nocturnal? Is it American moose?
No, yeah.
'Cause I feel like I see videos of moose walking around.
Hell yeah, man. I get up because Culver's is still open. I got to get me a hamburger before it closes.
Oh, tell them about the snack that they fed us.
Okay, this is where I'm getting to. So first, the guy was doing what the other person did, which was sitting there telling us about moose antlers, and the goddamn gnats were attacking.
But there's no antlers. I like him telling about the antlers, but there are no
We're
antlers.
sitting on a picnic table, and
Everything's wet.
and he's pulling out. It's raining, and he's pulling out moose antlers, and then the gnats are.
This
getting
guy
us-
stole all the fucking antlers? No wonder the moose don't have
And
any.
I'm like, just get us in the van.
And then the German,
The
he's
gnats
sitting in
are
the front.
killing us, sir. Don't you see that your guests are being attacked?
Everybody's like pulling their hoodie tight so their eyes are only showing.
That's called the Kenny from South Park.
Yeah, we're all doing the Kenny.
Like we're all
Kenny.
swatting our face with our hats
Did
and
you
stuff.
feel, Crystal, you're good at picking up on this, and I know you'll know. I know you'll know this. Did you get, God, I have tears in my eyes. Did you get the feeling that they were trying to do it for you guys? Because if they didn't, they're not giving you the true Swedish experience.
100%.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
And I wanted to
I'll
tell
never fault people for that because I
know.
feel like that sometimes all shit's going to hell, and
You
they
know-
know it's going to hell, but they still want to
Okay.
be nice.
You know what
and
the
they wanna be,
fucking-
like hospitable.
Here's the problem: the people that leave bad reviews on the internet, like a bunch of people. We were reading the reviews on like the day of.
before.
Yeah.
We already paid for it. That's
That's a good move.
That's a fan
Oh, no,
move.
Dennis's do that too. Dennis's do that
Like,
too.
Just to know if I'm about to regret
I think
this.
that's where everybody meets in the middle. We all do that.
Like, there's no way to get the money back. So it's like, let's see how bad this is. Why am I
You're
doing
making it worse.
Yeah. Why am I doing this to myself?
It's a form of WebMD, guys. By the way, it is.
But
it's a
as
form
I'm,
of WebMD.
as I'm reading the reviews, people are like, "Oh, we never even got out of the van. We just drove around." And it's also, I was like, "Okay." So I think
I'm not doing that.
be-
I'm not staying in the van.
Okay, because listen, they could have done this shit in an hour. We could have fucking drove, saw some moose, drove back. We could have been in bed by fucking 9:30. Like, I mean, at the bar drinking. Like, this could have been done. I don't even get, like, for the same amount of money, just show me the moose and get the fuck out
Show
of
me
there.
the moose.
But instead, they
That might be
build
the name of the show.
they build
They build an experience
a
for you.
5-hour safari because of the money. Like,
Yeah.
the shit was like $190 a person or some shit, or like more than that.
I don't know.
I was trying
Don't
to-
talk about it.
I was trying to figure out
That's
what it
definitely
was.
a
There was a
Don't talk
lot
about
of.
it.
We had to cut a lot of losses on that part of the trip.
So I would have been in.
I don't want to tell you what a Dolly Parton sweatshirt costs. You know what I mean? Like, there's just some things we don't talk about.
Yeah.
So the gnats are going crazy. They drive us to some lake where there's like a picnic area and a shelter. And
This lake has the most gnats.
and they feed us dinner before that. So the guy, I saw he has like two like big bins, like some fruit and stuff. And
I love this, by the way. I love a good, like, when they give you the box lunch on the rapids. Like safari. I love a
They
meal.
told us it was a picnic.
I love
Yeah,
that.
but
I'm all in on this.
I was all in on a picnic.
A
I
lot
love
of
a picnic after we did something. Yeah.
like
I'm in.
the breakfast we had in the hotel. There's a lot of like little meats and like maybe a boiled egg and some toast. And like it's very we don't big
Continental.
like, a big trough of fried bacon.
Well, that's American style breakfast. American Moose will be at that buffet. He's smoking a cigarette. He's getting double tongue bacon. American Moose. He's going on a cruise.
He's using his antlers to scoop bacon out of
He's
his...
going on a cruise. He was a fucking flavor town, man.
So we're standing there, and the guy, and this is what was confused me because the guy was talking about moose during the whole time, telling us about moose, and like he was talking about like in Sweden.
He was just talking about his favorite Archie Comics character. That's all.
Oh.
and then people were
deep
asking,
cut.
they're like, "How much does moose eat a day?" Oh, blah blah blah, whatever. So
Oh, the German lady had so many questions. She's like, I have another question.
I'm like,
What was Moose from Archie Comics' girlfriend's
I'm like,
name? Was it Midge?
the information's in your phone, lady. Get to it. The gnats are killing us. Like, just
and
look
they
it up
bite,
on
by
Google.
the way. The gnats bite. They are
they're
not.
like, no, see 'em.
I looked them up. Aren't they mosquitoes? I think they're a form of mosquitoes.
There are mosquitoes there also.
They called
this
them mosquito.
particular. They did keep calling them mosquitoes,
Well, I
but
think-
she also called them ants. So I don't know. if
I
that
looked
was-
up Swedish fungus gnats, and I thought it said
It's like
it's in the
no-see-ums.
mosquito family.
They bite.
It's
They,
like when
they're
I was fishing
biting.
with Dre, like I'm like, this is like no-see-ums, like a swarm of
I'm
no-see-ums.
starting to itch just talking.
Anyway, so the
They're
guys,
40% being widespread in Europe. 43% are in the region you were in. So you're that
They're
area
everywhere.
Yeah, that's what they're
but
known for.
only in that week, and they're like every other time beautiful. So,
There's flowers
so
everywhere.
weird that this is happening to you guys.
yeah,
so
they
he
love
opens the
greenhouses.
bin
Yeah, so-
of the, and he
yeah.
starts handing out sandwiches covered in foil.
Yeah, yeah.
I love a
Hot,
foil sandwich.
Nice nice, hot, big, huge
Like
sandwiches.
Texas toast. I like
But
this.
Yeah,
he was also like saying like, oh, you know, they do big Swedish moose hunts here, and then like they bring
Well,
dogs.
can't be that big. Their moose are little.
They bring dogs in and they flush them out of the forest, and then hunters wait in stands out in the fields, and they just
Hopefully
kill 'em.
they fucked a lady of the forest so they have good luck.
and
That's
then,
very Squid Game. They're all running to the.
yeah, and then the guy's like,
Yeah.
and then the guy's like, not very fair for the moose, huh? And we're all like, no, okay. And then he's like, who wants some open face moose sandwiches?
Yeah, he served moose to everybody.
Oh, that you would have seen that in the brochure. I know you. You would have seen that in the brochure.
Big, I'm not even joking.
Boy, what is that?
5
It was
inch,
like
6 inches.
Oh, that's a good cut.
It was like a sloppy Joe of moose meat.
A sloppy moose? I've had a sloppy
And we're
moose.
like-
Oh, I
And he's
love
like,
a big fat
one
sloppy
moose sandwich for you. One, I was like, this is odd. They're like serving moose on this moose safari. Right?
Sounds right as rain to me.
Like,
It's a funny
I
joke.
thought it was odd.
It's pretty funny if you never see moose. It's pretty funny, right? If you think about it.
because it seemed like the whole
Like you
theme
could
of
have
it.
left some of these out here for us to see. I don't
What,
wanna
the
eat
sandwiches?
it.
It
No,
seems-
the moose.
It seems
They're
like-
serving the meat
Don't kill
of the animal
moose
that
to
were-
put it on the bread.
Well, you
Leave
saw
it
the
in
ladies.
forest.
You saw the girls. They don't kill the girls. They only kill the guys.
It seems like you got two choices of protein in this forest, and if it's moose or gnat, I'm taking the moose sandwich.
Well, to be fair, you have to eat 100 gnat sandwiches to be like sustained.
It was just like you go to the zoo and then you're eating the meat of the zoo animal.
That's a great idea.
I would go to the zoo.
It's
If
just not.
Sanford Zoo said, "Come to our ape cages and have an ape churro,"
Oh,
I'd be
God.
like, "I'm in."
If SeaWorld had a killer whale sandwich, I'd have an annual pass.
What did it taste like?
It tastes good. I mean, I ate the whole thing. Tommy didn't eat his moose sandwich.
Did
though.
anybody? Did they bite it?
It
gotta bite it,
Tommy
yeah.
tried a little bit of it. He was just
gotta
like,
bite
it's an aggressive, like, gigantic, open faced, sloppy moose.
It was
Joe.
so big, and then we're all just
Moosey Joe.
standing around eating them.
Well, the gnats were killing us. By the way, the guy's like, any bananas? I'm like, get back in the van. Let's get the hell out of here. The gnats, like, if you were moving,
Who wants an extra scoop of Moosey Joe?
you had to move because then if you stopped after 10 Mississippis, they would swarm you.
Keep circling around the popping fire.
We did see a beaver, though. A beaver.
Hey! I've seen a beaver.
A beaver swam by.
Yeah. You know what? The only regret I have of eating a big fat sloppy moose sandwich is I should have waited the next day to eat a beaver instead.
I'm not
it was the end of the
joking.
night, and I went straight moose.
The people that were on our tour were also staying in our hut, so we had already met all these people, but we left and went to a hotel and took showers before we went to the hut. So
And they
after
knew it.
this,
They
Oh,
knew
I
it.
told them about it.
What'd they say?
They'll go,
You told the
one of the
German.
girls was like, "I just went to wash my hair."
Oh,
like-
poor thing.
I'm like, they're gonna have to go back to the hut. I was like, oh shit.
12:30 at night, they were gonna have to drive half an hour back to the hut and sleep in a cold, wet hut and chop firewood. Oh my god!
No,
poor
sir.
thing.
Where'd you guys go back to a hotel?
We went back to our
Yeah,
hotel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Take
But
a
the
shower.
next day, those same people also booked the beaver safari. And it was also 5 hours, and they also were going to be served beaver meat.
I wanted an
They serve you
open-faced sloppy beaver sandwich. Sorry.
It's just interesting. Like there was
And then,
like,
obvious-
okay.
and then don't get me started on how big and fat American beavers are.
I've never had moose meat, so it was like interesting. But I was just like, it's just a weird thing they threw in here.
Yeah.
It's part of it that normally, in like the United States, you'd never see.
Dude, if we did that at a lion safari, I'm telling you, I'd be there.
Crystal, what would because I'm really fascinated with the family aspect of like you guys visiting your it blows my mind that you have relatives there that you can go and see. That's just so cool. What would they say, or maybe you can ask them about the moose safari thing? Is that like an I drive to us type of thing that you did something touristy,
Well, I
or would they
don't know.
support that, or what would she feel about like is in her Swedish culture is the moose protected, like they're very loving to the environment?
It's
It
like
seems they
deer
are.
here. They're everywhere. There's a shit ton.
So
of
there's a
Well,
moose.
lot of
Lila
them.
told Tommy she's only seen one moose.
Yeah, it's rare to
It's like
see
us
one.
with bears.
Yeah, but she's eating like 80.
Yeah.
It's it is like bear, I guess. Is where it's like they're everywhere, but unless
Yeah.
you're out in the country and specifically,
You're not gonna see them.
And they're like, I'm sure they come out of the woods to graze in the fields, and that's where like the next part of it. We got in the van, then we drove until like the middle of this forest, and then we got out, and then he's like, all right, this is where we're gonna walk. We have to stay quiet, and by the way, a lady was trying to give us some. A goddamn gnat repellent that she had asked. She's like, anybody want? And he's like, oh no, you can't use that.
Scares the moose.
The moose will smell it,
Yeah.
and then we'll see Noah. She's like, oh, "Okay." I'm like, "No,
Please.
we're going to the goddamn."
I'll do anything to not see
swamp.
moose.
Yeah.
And but the floor of the outdoors,
The ground?
and where we're at, the ground,
Yeah, thank you, bro.
is all peat moss. It's not dirt, so it's just literally acres.
Spongy, wet. We were not given any instructions on attire, so I was just wearing my running shoes and jeans, and
yeah,
I
sloppy
was
feet.
soaking wet up to my mid calf.
Yeah, we're walking through this peat
You're walking through a
moss
bog.
swamp,
You look like a bog.
and I got my Hokas on because of the only tennis shoes
And
I
then
wore.
he wore them the rest of the trip, and they stunk so bad.
Oh man, you got them. You got that damn. You got moose pussy shoes.
So we walked through the peat moss swamp, and we have to remain quiet, don't scare the moose. And then it dawned on
But is
me.
anybody making jokes? Because I'm like,
No.
I'd have to make a joke.
And I'm like, they just did this to build the experience. There's no
Because
fucking
that
way we're gonna see a
One guy
moose.
complains that he never got to get out of the van.
Yeah,
So,
so
now
then-
we got to walk through a wet forest. We're not going to see
Yeah.
a moose out here walking around.
Yeah.
Just walk them through the field a couple times.
He had his binoculars, and every once in a while he stop, and everybody looking for moose. And I'm like, you're not gonna see nothing. They're not gonna see
and they
nothing.
do that move where they're like, shut up. Plus, yeah, we're definitely onto something.
If the moose can smell, you guys reek of moose sloppy Joe. If they're gonna avoid anybody,
If I were a moose, I'd be like, goddamn. So here's ate Harold.
Yeah, then there's like he points at some moose bones and some
Moose
like
bones.
moose cat, and then I'm like, this. You know exactly where you put this building part of. I should have stayed in the goddamn
Why do we
van.
call animal turds scat?
I don't know.
I don't like that because scat to me sounds like an old man shitting through a hammock on a housekeeper's face. Or something.
scatological. It's probably Latin.
I don't like
That
it.
sounds like old jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moose is there with moosey.
Hour in the bog. Then we get back and then get in the van and drive up, and they're like, oh, there's a moose. There's a moose. There's a fucking six
We're in
moose.
the van for 3.5 hours with wet socks and shoes. I'm like, you could have done this at the end or told us we were going to
When
have
they
wet
released
feet.
the moose, they got you out of there, and then they're back there. The lady's like, okay, to release the moose, so they're just walking around and
He
chew
knew
the van.
where they were going to
They
be.
come out at night, and they're far away.
We did see one with a baby, and it was so cute.
Oh, baby moose.
But it's like I was like, this is where they were. We could have just drove here, drove back, but we got to build this whole bullshit.
Yeah.
Because
Are you sure you weren't on some European version of Punk'd? Like, where they like, why does we take the Americans out in the peat
We
forest?
saw 6 moose.
That's pretty good.
So it was
the van.
successful,
Yeah.
and we saw a deer swimming, and we saw a beaver. So it was a lot.
The
we
most
saw
I
some
ever
bunnies.
saw, most I
adventure.
ever had in my T's and Q's days was a 3 moose night. So I think you guys take the crown on this one.
Welcome to your BDM show of the week.
Hey, should I play his theme song? 'Cause he's got a heart out. He's got a heart out. Here we go. Theme song.
I didn't do
Let's
this,
do
Jimmy,
it.
by
Let's
the
do
way.
it.
Mr. Ugly Head, a head like an egg, is he gay? I think that's what he said. He's an old gay man with an ugly ass head. Mr. Ugly Head, a head like an egg. Mr. Ugly Head.
Yeah, son.
I had nothing to do with that, Jimmy. That's all Daniel.
Making his
Crazy.
return to Tom and Dave. Yo, it's Mr. Ugly Head.
I love Chet Hanks' new track.
Jimmy took time out of his day to come here. With, this is what he
I
gets.
just drove a half an hour. It's no big deal.
I know.
I don't deserve
Tom
any
told
respect.
me, he's like, he's leaving now. I was like, oh my God, doesn't he live
deserve
in
any
Daytona?
respect.
Where does he live now?
All right, so lots to talk about. First, let's talk about
Let's start with the speech last night, I feel like.
what speech?
Trump's. I'm just doing comedy here,
What
man.
speech? That's great.
Okay, before we get to Bill Murray and we start bitching about
I hate him now.
how on SNL he looked like a person with a zombie Bill Murray mask.
Yeah, he looked like the zombie version of him in that movie.
Yeah, Zombieland.
Zombieland, yeah. He looked like he's now reprising his role.
You're right. He is. He's gotten too old, and is also. You said he's Bill Murrayed us out. Like we're tired of it. Like we heard the urban legends. We know you're a weirdo.
Yeah.
I got another one, too.
What's that?
I mean, Bill Murray, done. You're dead to me. And when you did the lounge singer bit on the Saturday Night Live musical tribute thing,
Sure, yeah.
it fell worse than flat, whatever that is, concave. It was a hole. And it was terrible. And the other person I'm done with, Jack Black. I'm done with you. I'm sorry. When they made the Minecraft action figure that is just a fat Jack Black with a big gray beard in his hair, and it's just that you can buy a fat Jack Black, Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna buy one just for a collector's item, but I'm done with him too.
Yeah.
I'm done with him.
The funny thing is with Jack Black, I see him so sporadically. I guess the same would apply to Bill Murray, but he hasn't gotten there yet for me because I still like Tenacious D, and even though they had the controversy, but Bill Murray for some reason has cashed that pass in for me. I don't know what it is. Also, his connection with the golf world and how he's been to this tournament that he usually plays in. I don't know, man. What
did he do?
Well, it was the Pebble Beach AT&T.
He shit in one of the cups.
And he was like,
filled it straight to the top.
Just kind of a douchebag about a few things there. When you're like you're an invitee, you should be cool. You're not one of the players. Everybody loves you, but maybe you should just relax and get over yourself a little bit. I think I don't know, man. It just after a while, I just kind of got tired of the shtick of Bill Murray. So
yeah.
And by the way, his other bit when he was on the SNL 50th, that thing he did with the news was terrible as well.
It was. Yeah.
You told me that one was bad, and I was like,
so
you
awkward.
should cue up the musical one because it is horrible.
It was unbelievably awkward. And I'll tell you something. I want to ask you this because I talked with my crew and some other people about this. He made a joke about one of the things was, Daniel, is he was like the best host of SNL's news segment, right? The Weekend Update.
Well, we
right?
all know who that is.
Well, hold on.
We can all yell the same name of the best host of Weekend Update. Everyone knows who it is, and there is no debating it.
1, 2, 3, Norm Macdonald.
Okay,
so
he nailed it.
So with that said, it was like the first one he goes, well, these are the best black host of then the whole joke was there was only one person in the history of the show, and he pulls the little tab and off we go. Then he goes now to the normal people. And Michael Che leaned in and said normal people and kind of laughed. It did not look scripted to me. It did not.
Well, that's a funny joke.
But I'm telling you, though, and everybody argued with me. Everybody's like, I don't know.
That's actually the part that Tom liked.
It didn't look straight. It looked like he was really taken aback by the comment. And I'm not calling him a racist or anything like that, but it was just kind of weird how it was. I don't think so either.
Yeah,
but
you could say racist things and not be a racist.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
The whole joke that they do when they write each other's jokes, like they do racist jokes for Colin.
That's my favorite
but
part
that's
of the
between them, and that's a known
that
entity. Like they understand that's the bit with Bill Murray. He's like a guest spotting, and then he goes down to the normal people. I guess it could have been a funny joke, and I don't think he's saying it to be malicious, but I did think he caught Michael Che off.
He just naturally said that?
He just caught Michael Che off a little bit because he kind of laughed about it and didn't look scripted to me.
Hold on, Bill Murray hangs out with the Wu-Tang Clan. I've heard the legend. Okay, so
right.
Jimmy.
Yes.
I have to talk to you about this because I'm very disappointed in you.
Okay.
And so because
Jesus.
Let's go back.
Came right out of nowhere. You thought my song was bad. This is going to hit you with the serious.
When I was
I drove down.
a young radio boy, getting to Orlando.
I missed that when you were a young radio boy.
Yeah.
I used to have an army of boys just running around. I've got go get me a turkey bagel with hot sauce, radio boy.
Shirtless and hot shorts.
Yeah, man.
I didn't have a dad growing up, so any old man around me, I just learned from him.
You cling to their legs. You cling to their leg like an orphan child.
You cleaved to them.
It's like because that's the only thing I had a reference to because there was no father figure in my life. So Jimmy, Brett Bushy, there's other old men.
You picked you picked a ragtag group of con artists and hucksters as your Brett Bushy.
Well, you learn a little bit from all your.
He's out there scamming solar in California right now.
Orlando's king of cut rate football and solar.
Yeah, see, you can learn a lot from different old men in your life, and then you just adopt different ones. You just take little tidbits from them, and you learn about how to live. Anyway,
Bobby Scipio helped me shave $100 off my electricity bill.
And by the way, if you want to read some great reading, go read his reviews for a solar company in L.A. It's great. It's absolutely wonderful.
Read that on the potty. Load that up.
So Jimmy has always been, and I always gravitate towards real men in my life, like my pop-up. So I see my pop-up, and I'm like, all right, this is my, this is going to be my future.
My older conservative mentor.
He's like what I'm going to end up sitting in my hot garage mad at the world.
I have to learn intolerance.
Imagine
not know technology, not know what's going on. I watch boxing.
But imagine how happy you'd be in your hot garage playing Free Sale at the way the country's going now. You'd be in there, you'd be hot, but you'd be happy.
I'd teleport there now.
So I always thought, Jimmy's going to, he's going to be like my pop-up, and he's going to be in his garage, mad at the world.
I don't think Jimmy's going to be my friend. I don't know.
And then, so that's what I always expected. And then I'm like, all right, Jimmy's going to do this.
Well,
I'm going to be old garage
madman.
madman.
You would get tired of trying to predict the future and being wrong.
And then I see a post that Jimmy makes, and it's him holding an Xbox.
Yeah, double photos. There's two of them on there. He's like posing with it.
And then I saw
like an influencer would pose with an Xbox.
And I'm like, what is this? I'm like, no, this is opposite.
He's mad. He's very mad.
Old man sits in his garage mad.
Yeah.
This is trying to now learn technology
This also
and be
takes
a young
you
man.
out of his Venn diagram, which really makes him mad. Because now you're on team Tommy Max Dan. Right? Like his boys love video games. I love video. I still play.
Okay.
You're now on our side, and he hates our side.
Daniel was an outlier because people's like, well, Daniel plays video games, and he's kind of an old man. He's a midway old man.
I've never stopped playing video games.
And I'm like, but he's crazy. he's
Badass crazy.
Okay, that's two. One more, and then I don't know what.
And like everybody else just goes hot garage.
My dad did go hot garage.
So why did you do it, Jimmy? Why'd you get an Xbox?
Straight up peer pressure. I'm going to be honest with you.
Nice.
No. Honestly, I felt like I was losing a connection to a certain aspect of the audience, and this gaming thing had become so big. You know, the gaming industry is bigger than the movie music business combined.
No,
it's worse.
I know that, Jimmy. It's all the young men.
It's like a giant. So I was like, well, maybe I'm missing out on something. I love new experiences, and my last experience with gaming was like in an arcade, and you had to pump quarters into it, right? And like the new gaming thing is cool, so I got a console, and I played a couple times, and I haven't played in a little bit, but I did have a good-ass time. And explaining that to my wife was very interesting. She goes, well... And I'm like, I don't know, it was kind of fun. You know, I mean, it was me and Ross and Jack. We were in a room playing.
You guys had a crew.
Diablo.
You had like a little team.
We went into Diablo 4 and did some absolute ass kicking with a flaming crossbow. Have you ever held a flaming crossbow?
No.
There's nothing. I murdered a deer for no reason.
I'll tell you something. Let me explain
You're supposed to murder a real deer, Jimmy.
You know what I did last night?
I killed a zombie hog.
You know what I did last night?
What?
There was a godlike. These are characters that have had gods touch their soul when they're born. I had a godlike tell me that he had killed some other soldiers in another room and that he was using their souls to power up a statue that he created, and that I was supposed to put the shard of eternity inside the chest of the statue to make the souls come alive, and I didn't do that. You know what I did? I killed him, and I stole his sword, and it's the flaming sword of eternity, and it's pretty fucking badass.
Yeah. I didn't do any of that. I'm not there yet. I'm still hot garage.
No, I'm not even playing. I'm playing Avowed. I'm playing a whole different game. I'm playing a game called Avowed that's all about different souls and different structures of the war, and I'm trying to figure out what my soul belonged to at one point in time.
I still have to pry myself away from my online poker game to play video games.
And I'm part of the King's Envoy, and I've been sent there to find out what's going on with this virus that's attacking all the bears.
See, Jimmy, you mentioned
How can you not like any of this stuff? It is fucking awesome.
No, you're supposed to sit in your hot garage, look at Google Earth, and say he did it. That's what I know.
And he can be many different people.
Anyway.
It's a Tom and Dan after Christmas. Best of.
The new year is right around the corner, and if you want to save some money or do what's best for you and the business of life, contact Brian Zeimel about your mortgage, because you never know if refining is good for you, especially in the past couple of years. The mortgage rates are going down. They were at the height a couple of years ago. So if you got a mortgage a couple of years ago, it may be best to refi. Who knows? The first thing you should do is talk to Brian Zeimel and get on his list, because he'll let you know.
his list, and he's
Get
on
out of here,
mine.
Oh. Christmas is over.
Well, I have nowhere to go.
Get to work for next year.
I'm homeless.
So, and what Brian Zeimel will do is he'll contact you if it makes sense for you to refi, and if you're going to save a bunch of money, if you're going to get a better rate, and that's what he'll do.
That's what he did for me.
Yeah,
There's proof of it. You know, Andrea handles the majority of that stuff. I'm not really good at the math. And he put us on a list, and it was a long time because we had been in a newer home for less than the amount of time we needed to qualify for something special, right?
Yeah.
And he had us on the list, and then I want to say 7 or 8 months later, we get a call out of the blue, and he's like, "It's time."
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Man, that is some good customer service."
We refied with Brian just to get a 15-year mortgage back. This is a long time ago because we wanted to pay off our house sooner. There's lots of different ways.
Well, Trump's offering that 60-year now.
Oh, yeah.
I want that big 60. I want the big 60, and then I'm rich.
Yeah, I'll be dead by then. Who cares what happens?
I'll jet skis for everybody with the big 60.
Brian Zamo has been helping, again, hundreds of listeners. He's been with us for over a decade, a gold star client of ours. And if you want to do what's best for the business of your life, contact him at streamlineflorida.com.
Tom and Dan after Christmas.
Welcome back to the After Christmas Best Of.
Yep.
It's time for my segments. And for my segments, I kind of wanted to go mainstream stuff that I thought should be highlighted. And you and I had even talked about a few of these, but the one that we both agreed on, and if it wasn't going to be in my list, it'd probably make your list. But when we interviewed from the band Green Jelly, otherwise known as Green Jello, lead singer Bill Manspeaker, who is just a wild man of rock and roll.
Yeah.
He's a wild man.
A lot of people are like, man, I couldn't stand his voice, or
I would agree with that. I too could not stand his voice, but the stuff he was saying was so good, I'll just sit through it.
He told us a story that blew our minds, and Daniel, put pieces in it. You can go back and listen to all these shows, by the way. They're all up.
Yeah. Just like on pornos when they say, if you'd like to watch the entire clip, subscribe at Bang Bros.
But he tells a story about how Tool was part of his history and the history of Green Jello, and then they started with it. It's nuts, dude.
And if you're a Tool fan, and if you like any of that Tool stop animation, well, that's the interview for you. You got to listen to that. Let's see here. Next up, now this is, I believe, and you'll have to write me and tell me, Dan at TomandDan.com, but one of the most requested segments, I would have never picked this ever in a million years, but Ross versus Bob Zaney. And we have to talk about this because
this is the last time Bob Zaney was on the show.
Here's some behind the scenes.
Okay.
In order to make things easier in here, you and I, we're not good at any of this, except for probably this part. But all the other stuff that we do is, it's not as organized as it could be. So in an effort to be better at organizing, you have single-handedly in here during the day taken over scheduling on the calendar. And that's your thing. So if we want to get something on the calendar, you're really good about we can fit it here or we can't put it there, and you'll push it sometimes so we can squeeze things in, and it works really. It has been, I would say, one of the best things we've done in 2025. It's been working pretty good.
Yeah.
So you were like, hey, send me Bob Zaney's number. I'll start scheduling, no problem. Because, and this is not a protected show, but I don't have a problem saying this. Scheduling Bob Zaney at first was easy, but as the year went on, it became a giant pain in the ass. Just a giant pain in the ass. And I don't even know how to read Bob. He's so dry. Sometimes we'd miss a segment because we had a client in here or something. He'd be giving me shit about it or something. I don't know, Bob. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So thank you for taking that over. So this was the last time that I had scheduled him, correct? Or did you schedule this one?
Well, no. Basically, when I said I'll take it over, I just meant that I'm going to kill it.
Okay. All right. But you're going to kill it, but you're not going to actively kill it. You're going to kill it by getting my text of his number and then pretending you didn't get the number and just letting it fade away.
Well, yeah, he texted me a couple times, and then I was like, should we...
What was the last thing you said to him?
I got an email. I just said, I'll look and see if anything fits, and I'll get back to you. But
which was a lie.
I got
I
no. Well, to be honest,
like that. That's fair. That's fine.
I was like, people liked it. I don't know because
I don't know either. Because it's my fault.
Because when he was on, I was like, oh God, it's just so cringy.
No, I'm glad you killed it. I'm glad you killed it.
And then him fighting with Ross was good, but
it made me uncomfortable.
And then I was like, should we just do this? Because who cares if we're uncomfortable? It's for the listeners.
Sure.
But then sometimes the listeners don't like being uncomfortable. So and then the
Well,
people
you
that
can't have it both ways.
and then I'll get an email, be like, I really love Bob Zaney, and
That's
I'm
not
like,
true. That's to fuck with you, right? That's to fuck with you.
and then I'm like, but one email, I can't just bring them back for one person because
No.
like my instinct is people are like, this is crazy.
Well, in the same regard, would we kill all use of AI and AI songs because one person says they don't like it? We wouldn't.
No, yeah, it would have to be a lot of people. So if I get 10 emails, bring back Bob Zaney from 10 different
You
people,
will. You
and
will.
and it's not EJ. And it's not Clark.
No, you can't be related to the show.
Yeah.
You have
It's got to be someone I've never had an
someone
email
who
from.
has never set foot in this studio.
Yes, there we go. If I get 10, I'll bring back Bob
Yeah, because I
Zaney.
know EJ. He'll sit up all night making Gmail accounts just so he can email from different personas.
Anyway, so this is when Ross and Bob Zaney were arguing. And
Yeah, and then I don't know, man. Maybe it was. I mean, like I think really good best of segments. You have to put something on there that has weight.
Okay, yeah.
And one of the stories that I think had the most weight and was presented the best is when we had our buddy David Lawrence from the Scuba Gym. If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
looking to get certified in scuba, David is your guy. There's no other guy you need
Yeah.
to go to. He's the guy.
I'm going to get him to certify my kids.
Well, he certified me. Like
This coming year.
He and another guy certified me and Andrea. He is one of the greatest scuba instructors, one of the greatest dive masters you'll ever find.
Works with special needs kids. That was awesome.
And he just does awesome stuff. The story that he talks about him rekindling his love for diving and using it as therapy for his son, and I'm not going to say what happened. You'll listen to the segment and you'll see.
Yeah, it's good. It's heartwarming.
It's just power, man. Like, it's so good, and so I think having something almost around the Christmas time to warm your heart is a good
Yeah,
thing.
100%.
And then we're going to close it all out with one of the dumbest segments of the year, where we, meaning you and I, were even rattling Tracy's bones because she was in here to do her White Claw segment, and Maisie was in here, and we were talking about how we get our kids drunk. We were just wild. We were just like, I don't know, we're like hungover or something, and we were just playing hard,
Yeah.
and Maisie was playing hard, and I think we rattled Tracy. So there,
right.
those are my segments.
Again,
End it with a White Claw.
thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it with all the options, and it's now 2026, and there's a million things to listen to, and there's a million distractions, and we appreciate the fact that you choose us.
Yes.
and we appreciate anybody who's ever helped us, and all the BDMs and all our sponsors. All our sponsors, by the way, are at TomandDan.com. So if you ever want to find one, we do make sure that that's regularly updated. So everything, all the sponsors are listed there, are our sponsors that support the show.
And if you ever have a question or if you need any of
Email
the
us.
info for one of our sponsors, go directly to us. We are the guys that we've always we pride ourselves on being accessible to people, right? And at this point, it would be really dumb for us to not do that. If you have a question about any of our sponsors and you need a direct contact, if you want to buy a car and you need whatever,
Anything.
email us. show@tomanddan.com is the main email, and then I can forward things out to Tom or Tracy or whatever you need done. But we're just
Yeah.
glad you guys are here.
we will. We're easy to get in touch with. We will email you back. I know there's been a joke that I won't. If you email me,
not true.
I will email you back. If you ask me a question, if you need me to. If you just say like, "I love the show, Tom," I'm like, okay.
He doesn't email compliments back. He doesn't.
Well,
he doesn't do that.
Yeah, so I'll say thank you.
No, it took me a long time to realize that. Like, if you're getting information that's passive information, you're not going to give back like a flare saying you read it.
I'll go and say in 2026, I'll email every single listener that emails me back. And if you have
Even
any questions,
compliments? Even
compliments, I will put a TY.
Okay, what if they send a dick pic?
That's fine. I'll like that.
You give it a thumb?
But it has to be your dick. It can't be just some
Yeah.
goddamn clip.
And
I'll
don't
know.
send your kids. That's
Yeah. You have to
a
put.
joke. Just say I don't know. I don't know.
It's after Christmas.
Why do I say a lot of things? I mean, that's got to be happening somewhere, right? The world is a pretty.
Do not send me
the
that.
world is a pretty horrible place. Yeah, do not send that. I'm gonna have to cut all this out.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys soon.
Yep.
Tom and Dan after Christmas best of.
Founder and frontman of Green Jelly, formerly Green Jello.
Yes.
Bill Manspeaker's on the line. How you doing, Bill?
Howdy, kids. This is Bill Manspeaker, the punk rock puppet pope of the worst band in the entire world, Green Jello. Howdy, kids. Hi, Dan. Hi, Tom.
Have you, you've been disrupting music and art for a very long time. I remember when this video basically destroyed, it came on, and it was all we talked about, like all us kids, all us metal kids, punk rockers, everybody. And we freaked out about it. Tom, my business partner, knows about it. I know about it. This video breaks on MTV, and then what happens? You're Green Jello at the time, now Green Jelly. What happens to your life? Were you trying to disrupt in that big of a way?
I've been a nuisance to the public my entire life, sir. I started my band in high school in 1981. I stood on the lunch table the day they served Green Jello in the cafeteria. I pulled in a gigantic speaker system. I jumped on the table. I dropped my pants. I put my fingers to the world, and I chanted Green Jello sucks. And my entire high school, 2,000 people in the lunchroom, screaming, Green Jello sucks, throwing Jello at me. The principal came in, grabbed me, threw me off the table, threw me into in-school suspension. This was January 1981, sir.
That is just insane.
And it was right there at that moment that I knew what I wanted to do with my entire life.
Wow.
I wanted to be a disruption. And 1993, I had paid off the program manager of MTV. This is no lie. I bought him a mint condition 1965 Mustang convertible.
Whoa.
So he would play my video one time. Headbangers Ball.
Really? That's payola.
I've never heard this story, Bill.
100% payola, sir.
But
and it was for one play, not a million plays, not 1,000 plays, not 2 plays, one play.
How did you know?
And that one play at 1 o'clock in the morning, wound up to be, at the time, the most requested music video in MTV's history.
It still goes down.
Next thing I knew, I went from minimum wage of $7 an hour to over $6 million in my bank account within 1 year. I am not kidding.
Wow.
Completely changed my life. I haven't worked a day in my entire existence.
So, Bill.
And here I am.
Bill, this is awesome because nobody ever gives us numbers, and I had the feeling we would get that with you because you're so outspoken. You're an open book. Yeah, Tom.
So, a couple things.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, Bill, a couple things. We're talking about the claymation video of Three Little Pigs, which we all remember.
Go look it up.
Oh, my God.
And so let's talk about creating that video to begin with because you had to have.
Oh, sure. This is the best story ever, okay? Somehow I had talked myself into a record deal with the president of the record company. I told him I had the worst band in the world. People threw food at me. I sucked. I got a record contract. The same day I met him, the record company never heard my band, never saw my band, knew nothing of the band at all, and I walked away with a check with $60,000. And to be honest with you, I didn't think they were going to give me anything. I was lying through my teeth. I told them, I said, hey, I work in entertainment television. I can make you 11 music videos for $60,000. And I'm just talking out my butt. Next thing I know, this guy calls up the finance guy, says, right man, speaker is check for $60,000. We just signed Green Jello. And I'm like, oh, shit. What am I going to do? I just told this guy I was going to make 11 music videos, and I have no idea how to make one. So I got that check. I cashed it. I bought a bunch of camera equipment after I threw a gigantic party, of course. And First video, handed it in. Called all the employees, the whole record company, into the office, watched the video. Dead silence. Like, all right, I'll be back. Better one. Second video, third, fourth, fifth. I made 10 music videos. No one laughed. No one applauded. I was down to my last damn chance. And this is the true story. I go into work at E! Entertainment Television. I desperately ask all my friends. Now, I said I worked at E! Entertainment Television. I didn't tell them what I did. I was the dude that got everyone coffee. Okay?
Okay, that's fair. Hey, it still counts. It still counts.
That was kind of an intern.
I was the $7 intern. I made a big lie. Now I'm desperate. I've done 10 videos. I've spent $58,000 in complete failures. This is 100% true. Down to my last $2,000. My last video, total desperation. Asking my friends at work, anybody know? I need a one frame at a time camera. I want to do this animation claymation video. And the camera guy over here, he says, "Oh, my next door neighbor, he has one." I'm like, "Oh my God, oh my God, unbelievable!" I say, "Could you please set up a meeting with?" "Oh yeah, I'll give you his number." I call him up, talk to him a couple minutes. He gives me his address. I go over his house. The dude lives with his mom. He's in 12th grade. He's a kid. Okay, it's my last chance. Oh, and that I have. It's a child. He's 17 years old. I'm in his parents' house. You know what happens in the 90s when you show up at a high school kid's house with $2,000 in your hand? You ask him to make a music video. He did the same thing as I did. Woo! I give this kid $2,000 with all the money I got. I said, "Here's the storyboard. Make me this claymation video." Again, completely clueless to how long it takes. Okay? It's 30 frames a second, so you got to move this piece of clay 30 times to make one second. 30 times.
Yeah.
So, week passes, record companies mess because where's that last video? Not that they care, but they want their obligation over with me. They want 11 videos. They gave me $60,000. They're done. They don't need to talk to me again. Call up the guy. He's like, "Dude, well, I need a little bit more time." I said, "No, I got to come now. So I go to his house. I grab his footage. I bring it to where I'm editing it. The song's 6 minutes, okay? He's got a minute. 1 minute of video. And I got a 6-minute hole to fill.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, my God. So I'm slowing the video down. I'm repeating stuff. I'm patching this together. Like, you're on your way to school. You didn't do your homework, and you're doing it in your parents' car, right?
I've absolutely done that.
I'm patching this thing together in pure desperation. I get it all together, bring it to the record company the next day, right? I'm exhausted. I'm like, I can't believe I even told this lie. I will never lie again in my entire life. And give it to the president of the record company. What does he do? And this is a gigantic 10,000 square foot record company on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. He calls everyone, all the employees. There's like 100 people cramped into this, into the conference room.
Yeah.
And the president of the record company goes, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is Man Speaker's last chance." Kid you not.
Yeah.
And he takes that VHS cassette, he puts it in there, dead silence. These people watch 10 terrible videos that they all hated. This is during Nirvana. This is during the grunge scene. There ain't no room for a punk rock puppet band with a song about pigs, okay?
Yeah.
There's no time for me.
I can see that.
They put in that video, and when that thing was over, everyone in the room cheered and clapped and applauded and laughed. And the record company president looked at me and goes, "Man, Speaker, we're going to sell either 10 of these or 10 million. And if we sell 10 million, I will get you anything you want for the rest of your life." I kid you not.
So
a few months later, 25 million damn songs I sold. 6 months later, I got $6 million. 10 years later, he's still giving me money. I want to do a production company. Here's $2 million. I want to open up a rave club. Here's $2 million. This guy kept his commitment till the day he died.
Wow.
Wow.
Anytime I wanted anything. 100% always providing. And again, this is a song that I stole outright from Walt Disney, okay? Three Little Pigs.
Yeah.
And then the riff is just Smoke on the Water backwards from Deep Purple.
I never thought of
So
that.
I've stole Deep Purple song and Walt Disney's characters, and I've bashed it in this hell attempt to never work again, and somehow it turns into some classic rock song. And here I am, 30, 40 years later. I'm doing 125 shows still around the world. I do more shows now, decades later, than I actually did when we were selling records.
Is there
That's crazy,
here we are,
Bill, that's the craziest story I've ever heard.
Bill,
hold on.
It's 100% true.
So, Bill, what happened to the 12-year-old? The 12-year-old.
That guy was that was M. Night Shyamalan.
I will tell you. He later on went on, and he made the Tool Sober video.
Really?
Oh my, Bill, slow down. So this kid, your claymation kid that you came over with the $2,000 ended up being the claymation Tool guy, because those videos are just as iconic, just as nostalgia, but like not funny.
He's king of claymation.
He's king of you know the claymation kid king.
Yeah. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but all the Tool guys were all in green Jello original.
I did know that.
So when I came home with that check for $60,000, Adam Jones and Maynard James Keenan were at my house. It was a loft in Hollywood Boulevard. I was like, and we're all working minimum wage jobs. I'm like, hey, look at this! I just got a record contract, $60,000. And they both were amazed. And then Maynard at that moment goes, "Oh, I got to make a band." And him and Adam, right in front of me, because they were both in green Jello, so they were still in the kind of funny mode, they made a song that, and they wrote it right in front of me, that was on the Opiate album. If you're familiar with it, it's called Maynard's. And it's kind of a funny, humorous Tool song. There's not a lot of those funny songs. And that was their first song.
Wow.
And I said, all right, I go, here's my idea. I'm going to throw a party next week. You guys are going to play, and we're going to get you a record contract, too. So Maynard and Adam got together. They rounded up this bass player that just moved into town. They used Danny, our drummer from Green Jello.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they put together this 4-piece band. And then they wrote a whole bunch of songs real fast. And next thing I know, whatever, a week later, they're playing in my loft, in my living room. some of the record company people are there. One of the guys that, introduced me to the president was there.
Yeah.
And they got signed the next day.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. Bob Zaney's on the line. How you doing, Bob?
I couldn't be better. I needed a couple of months off from you guys, and it worked out.
Yeah, Bob. We rescheduled Bob so many different times because we were going on vacation. And we were supposed to have him on like early July, and then we had to move him to another date. And then that date got scrubbed because we had some clients come in that we had to do something to. So now this is the only date we could fit Bob in. So we got Bob in here now, and the place that he's going to appear at is Porky's Comedy Club closed down.
Yeah, but other than that, it's been going great. By the way, which strip club was the clients you guys took him to?
So, Bob, I feel like and Ross can answer this as well.
This is Ross.
Hey, Ross.
What's up?
Ross is
it's happening, man. Now there you are. Yeah. What do you need from me, Ross? What did I do wrong now?
Well, Ross is a comedian. This is about road comedians. I feel like road comedians, especially if they've been doing it a long time, are super tough. Just because they're used to, changing things so much and working with club owners,
travel,
and the travel and just
the accommodation.
The accommodation, and just that's all grueling schedule.
So you're saying Bob Zaney is a tough man?
Yes, I am. Is that true, Bob?
Well, I'm actually doing the zoom in from the Lake Ozark. I'm in the Ozarks right now, and in fact, I saw Jason Bateman, and he was speed dating. Thank you.
Oh,
I like the thank you. I like the thank you. I didn't expect it.
Are you there on vacation, Bob?
His drummer took the day off. No room for us.
Am I on vacation? No, you guys are the ones who go on vacation all the time. I actually work and care about this career that we've chosen.
That party got right. We haven't cared in many years. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. The last time I scheduled an actual vacation to go to Disney World with my wife was on my 40th birthday, which was September 11th, 2001. So that didn't work out.
Yeah. Is that really?
That's terrible.
Yeah, it didn't work out that day.
Thank you for never taking a vacation since then, Bob. We appreciate it.
Bob Zaney's birthday. Let's get
By the way, we might have a big announcement about where I'm going to be, and I'm sure you guys will find something that's come up that night, probably a petting zoo that you're doing a grand opening of. But I know Tom's huge in petting zoos. I hear he's the goat.
I like that one. Yeah.
You like that one? Yeah, I'll just sneak him in. I don't know. It's been a while. I haven't had a chance to work with you guys. I think it's my cosmic background that really is sending me to a spiritual world.
I always wondered why you had rectangular pupils, Tom.
So
you guys are great. Well, let's do the Zaney report.
Let's jump into it,
Bob.
Oh, we're having zingers? I love zingers.
First up, you guys, 1 out of 5 Americans are not speaking to family members because of their politics. The other 4 out of 5 aren't speaking to them because they're family.
I feel that. That one hits hard, man.
That hit hard.
Yeah.
You don't pick family. Singer Nancy Sinatra, since we last spoke, turned 85 years old. Nancy Sinatra, 85 years old. To celebrate, she's updating her hit song, "These Boots Are Made for a Walker."
I had one of those.
In Las Vegas, my adopted hometown, an Iowa woman was arrested for shooting a man on the Strip because she didn't like a joke he told. Now, police haven't only released the first name of the shooter, Karen.
It's timely.
Karen.
The boots for the walker.
He did a double Karen. He goes Karen, and then he goes Karen.
Karen.
They'd be really small, and they'd replace those tennis balls. I think you could sell those little walker boots.
Is Ross right there? I don't see you, Ross.
Hey, Bob, I'm sorry.
Think the only way. There you are, Ross. You're doing great. I'm such a fan of the way you take a Venetian blind and make your hair look better.
Ross, that's good. I like it.
All right.
Keep going,
Del
Bob.
Monte Foods, you guys. Del Monte Foods, best known for canned vegetables, has filed for bankruptcy. Their chief competitor, Green Giant, said, "Ho, ho, ho." You see,
I like that. Yeah, I like that one. Anyone?
You did?
Anyone?
And you know what? I think it's important, as opposed to laughing, just go, I like that. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's usually
Stop
what I
it.
do.
You're killing me.
Let's
just cut the Ross real quick and see that hair. That hair, you
Ross
can't
is
even see the
amazed by
tape.
what's
I mean,
up.
that's one of the best wigs I've seen in a long time.
I'm still waiting for the first punchline. Like we've gotten
Wow.
we've got like
Maybe
8
you can help me
setups.
out.
We've got like 8 setups, and I'm waiting for like all punchline.
come
That's
on,
all. That's me.
All right,
Well, of course you are, Ross.
We're
That's
almost
because
done.
you work the road, and I'm actually a nationally known comedian. Look, the point is,
That's
I
hilarious.
had no idea you were going to create this animosity between Ross and I. We should have a bond that the Motel 6 chain knows. Now we're going to do something that's called going back in time. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is where I go back in time and revisit a past Zane Report joke. You guys can get me there. Go ahead.
Okay. I see. So now he's going to go back in time to do a setup he said previously and say the punchline. I get it. Okay.
This is going because I've been doing this probably since 1984 with KLOS Radio in Los Angeles, the Zany Report. So there's plenty to choose from. But let's see what we got here.
I thought it was
Go
about
right
that long
ahead.
because I looked at your website and I think that's when your headshot is from.
Yes, thank you, Ross. Huge fan and love your work. And one day when you have a website, I'll go to it.
Hey, we got a little fight. here.
I like this.
Yeah, let's do it, Bob.
Bob's website, if you click on his Twitter icon, it takes you to a Twitter that is never tweeted. It's pretty cool.
It worked. It's April 18th, 2006. Dateline, Hollywood, California. Winnie the Pooh received a star on the Walk of Fame. Now, according to residents, this isn't the first time there's been poo all over the Walk of Fame.
There's a lot of homeless there, Ross. You get it? God. It's funny.
If you got to go 19 years in the past to get a successful joke out, that's fine. If that's what you got to do.
The homeless, they do on the floor.
They like pooping on the floor.
No more than 2 decades, though. If you got to go like 2003, that's a little bit.
All right.
That's where the laughs are. That's what I found. That's when comedy died because of political correctness. So I go back that far. Thank you, Ross, for catching on to my gimmick.
You really didn't say anything controversial.
You can't make poop jokes anymore, Tom. The libtards will get all over you.
Like, can you get real spicy political, Bob?
Right now?
Yeah, just anything. Or like,
no, I think,
so
Well,
you can
I'll
say
tell you what
whatever.
happened.
There's no rules here. You could.
There are no rules. I was in the parking lot here, and this guy was yelling at a Tesla owner, going, "You're a Nazi, you're a Nazi," and then he got into his VW Bug and left.
Oh, yeah.
the people's car. Yeah, I know that.
Germany makes that.
By the way, I want to point something out, a couple quick things since we last spoke. I now have a residency in Las Vegas. It's on Tuesdays. It's called Zany. It's a comedy talk show. We've had some great guests so far. August 12th, Jimmy J.J. Walker will be my special guest, and we've got Clint Holmes coming up. We got Lance Burton, a lot of Vegas stars.
Nice.
So it's a great talk show. It's a delirious. It's all on bobzany.net. And then the big roast on August 18th, I'm roast master for Mick Foley at the Plaza Hotel. We've got at least 10 wrestlers from the past, as Ross would call them. And Jake the Snake Roberts will be there. A lot of great people, a lot of great comedians like Alonzo Bowden will be roasting these guys. It's all at bobzany.net, so check that out.
Awesome. We had Jake the Snake in here.
I saw his penis.
It's a while.
Oh, you did?
I did.
And now you know why they call him the Snake.
Yeah, he wrote that on the wall. He wrote exactly that on the wall.
Hey, that guy's done.
This is why you don't do Zoom calls with Jake the Snake. He just pretty much.
Yeah.
Every
He's
time
good now. He looks better than when we had him in.
I think to myself, like, I got to drink less or whatever. I'm like, Jake the Snake's
He's
still
fine.
alive.
Yeah, he's
Look at
fine.
his- I shook his
And he
hand.
gave it like an
I was
extra 30 years.
Yeah, that guy.
I look forward to dealing with that in person. So
Yeah.
thanks a lot, guys.
Well,
All right,
Bob, we love you, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
You guys are the best. And
Oh, well, okay. I hung up on him.
That's
early.
it?
Sorry.
I thought we
hung
had
up on
like
him
an
early.
hour with that
No,
guy.
it made me uncomfortable that time. It made me
I was
uncomfortable
just
that
getting
time.
started.
It made me uncomfortable that time.
Oh.
Oh, my God. When you started fighting with him, I
No,
got
no,
uncomfortable.
no.
I started sweating like crazy.
That's what they want.
He came at me.
No, I know.
He
I know.
came
No,
at
sorry.
me. I had no choice but to.
No,
he
you
came at
understand
me.
what I mean. You're fine.
Well, that's
you're
his
fine. You
defense
do whatever you
mechanism.
want to on the show. This is your show. I'm just saying I started sweating.
Yeah.
I started
Ross,
sweating.
we don't even
On
know
a
why this
podcast.
is happening.
No, I do know. It's my fault. It's
Like-
my fault. Why don't you blame me? Why aren't you blaming me? You should be blaming me.
because I just want to say,
You should be blaming me.
I don't know why this is happening, but you
But you
obviously
do know why.
Well, that's better than me actually blaming you.
No, you
I
should say-
why is this happening? And then me and you know why it's happening. Then it's an easier way.
But then
for
I
me
just
to
say
it.
it's me.
Yeah.
I'm the problem. It's me.
My favorite part is he forgot to do his plug.
Well, the comedy club he's appearing at got
shut down. So
Shut
they-
But
down.
then he did the big tease at the beginning, like, I'm probably going to announce a thing at the end.
Yeah, but it's in November.
Yeah.
So far away.
Yeah. That's, again, my
you can
fault.
plug something in November. No one is going to
How
remember.
did you guys set up that petting zoo that gig that far in advance?
How does he just get through it and want to go back?
I don't know.
Like that's what he was just.
And then
he says
who's
it-
trolling who? The listeners trolling us? Are we trolling him? Is he trolling us?
It's all that. Yes.
Do you understand
The
what I'm
answer is
saying?
yes.
The listeners say they
Yes.
like it, so they're trolling
right.
us. That's what Tom and I know. So we're like, okay, we'll play along.
Yeah.
But then Bob seems to power through like he's trolling us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, hold on a
And then,
second.
like,
And then
I'm like, Bob,
rearrange-
you know this is not. No one's not going to help you. You're promoting your show. It's not helping you at all.
I literally
wasting your
bumped
time.
him. I bumped him from our show 3 times. 3 times. Enough for any other reasonable guest to be like, you know what, this isn't a good fit. But not Bob. He's like, I'll be there. And then sure enough, he's in there.
We tried to bump him again today. I was like, oh God, how am I going to fit it in? And then I was like, oh.
And the people that emailed in, they like him. They'll go. Whatever show he books in this area, they'll go and they'll take a picture with him and
No.
they'll send it to you. And they'll be like, look,
They
I
won't
met
go.
Bob. And they'll
That's the
buy
problem.
whatever terrible joke T-shirt he's selling. And they'll be like, look, I got Bob Zane's T-shirt.
No,
They'll
that's
do
the
it just to
problem.
troll us. I think you're right.
No, I don't think they will. I don't think
No, they're
they'll
not
go.
going to do it because they enjoy his comedy, Tom.
We're at a weird point where they'll only troll from the couch. They won't go to the show.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
think they'll
right.
go to the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think
Yeah,
they'll go
yeah.
to the show. People are really, really lazy.
A certain amount of them, they'll be looking for something to do that weekend. They'll be like, let's go to that Bob Zane show troll in real life.
And like Daniel's right. Everybody's just like internet trolling. Write an email. Like you're
Hey, Dan, get Bob Zadie on. We love him.
yeah. It's like having
He
a
lied to me.
You know what? Like, probably because how many people that were in that peanut line with you waiting an hour for peanuts were there not necessarily for the peanuts, but
For
to
the
like
hype.
take a picture of themselves in front of the peanut guy to post on Instagram.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's
So
the thing.
The Bob Zane's going to benefit from that. They're gonna go and get the picture with Bob Zane and be like, we saw Bob Zane, get the 3 likes, and it's worth $10.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
We're booking him again, Ross. Because
You talked me into it.
yeah. If you don't stop bothering us, we'll just be like, fine.
But we will have to preface
the
now.
key.
If you're here
I
when
mean,
he's here,
if you
I'm going to
guys-
have to tell Zadie. I'm like, Ross is here. You're mortal enemy now.
If you guys just want to jump right to the short of it all, like me and Zany and a joke off is what you're looking for.
That's
right?
what I'm looking
That's
for.
what he's looking for. How did you know?
I was gonna do it, and then I was like, "Oh
Give
God,
us-
I don't have the time. I gotta write this email, this
Or
client."
we could do an on-phone roast. We could do like a little roast battle.
All right.
If he's a roaster, if he's the roast master, Mick Foley's roast.
I mean, we could fly him in and do this live.
Oh,
at
that's
Hard Rock
very
Live.
uncomfortable. Oh, my God.
Very JJ Walker will show up.
Yeah, and
He
Jake the
lives
Snake.
here.
We'll get Jake the Snake's penis here.
Yeah, he'll scream dynamite.
You think you got
he won't.
bonkers feature money? I don't
He
know.
won't say that.
I know,
That's
I know.
the one thing Jimmy JJ Walker will not say.
That was 20 years ago. I bet he'll say it now. He's
That's true.
screaming it loud.
Dynamite!
yeah. He'll
I
say
bet you
whatever.
could trick him into it. You'd just be like, Jimmy, do you know what Alfred Nobel invented?
Is it dynamite?
Gotcha.
That's actually a really funny sketch that we're gonna debut that sketch at Fringe this year. Me and Ross. It's called JJ Walker.
Ross, are you going to be
We
in
gotta take a break.
anywhere?
We gotta take a break.
Yeah, well, according to Bob Zaney, I'm a road comic, so just fun where he's had
That's where it got uncomfortable
It was
for me
like,
because it felt like nationally touring comedian, been doing it a long time.
And you're
Doesn't-
just a road dog.
Yeah, and it made me sweat.
One of my personal favorite things, though, is somebody making something up to denigrate you about. I'm not a road comic. What are you talking about? I haven't done comedy 5 miles away from my house in like 3 years.
I like that. I like that.
But also, isn't insult like? Did I insult him by saying like he's been road comics have more?
Some people,
I should've said
he probably
touring. It's the same thing though.
Well, see, because road comic implies like no fixed base of operations. I'm sure he has a house he lives out of and like goes and does stuff on weekends here and there. Whereas, like,
he's based out of Nevada.
You're
for
just living in
example,
your car essentially. Or
there's
like
a couple
hotel to
guys from
hotel.
around here. One of them's going to be at the Mo Comedy Jam coming up, not in November. I think a little sooner than that. But Mo Comedy Jam.com for info on that. Ricky Reyes. Our feature at the Mo Comedy Jam. He was a road dog for a long time and literally like living out of a car. There's a guy, Patrick Garrity, who's like an Orlando guy, and he does what he calls the never-ending comedy tour. He's just always in his car driving to the next gig, and for I think she's more left coast based now, but Carmen Morales for a long time just
I remember
lived in her car, got her laptop stolen every 6 months like clockwork, and because her whole life was in her car and she had to park on bad streets to do comedy.
What an interesting way to live! Just literally
Hakeem Woods, that dude lived literally in his car for a long time.
And just going from one hotel to another hotel.
Or they call them comedy condos. The a lot of, if you have like, I don't know, like Side Splitters in Tampa probably has a comedy condo just because it's cheaper, like it's,
they own it and they just put their it's
put
like
your,
an Airbnb.
put your comics in there. Yep.
Okay, interesting. Maybe that's although probably a good way to cut your teeth and become really hardened and good at what you're doing because you're just.
I think it can be,
Absolutely.
but I think there are also people that did it where it was like, wow, what a terrible way to learn comedy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, it's probably an unhealthy way to live.
It's like anything else.
Right,
If you use it as a step on the way, but you can get stuck there too. Like there's dudes that are probably like road comics that have been on the road since like the 80s and maybe are even still doing the same act. Like I've told you guys about that guy one time I saw in a Bonkers room that was doing like Monica Lewinsky jokes. And he's just some dude that's
didn't
been
we
on
just
the road.
hang up with that guy? Sorry,
We just had him on.
Yeah, he was just here.
We let him on the show.
You
No,
just
no,
insulted him.
This guy was doing Monica Lewinsky jokes, not Monica Lewinsky setups with no punchlines.
Oh, hey.
Come on,
Yeah,
Bob.
like
We're joking
I hope he's
around, Bob.
listening.
Bob doesn't
I
watch this.
swear
You're
to
crazy.
God.
a hardened road
Bob
comic,
doesn't know. He doesn't watch this.
Yeah,
Are you
you're
crazy?
I'm gonna-
You'll never hear
He
this.
doesn't know who he talked to.
I'm going to DM it to him on his unused Twitter that he features on his homepage.
If you ask Bob, what's the show you call it in Orlando?
He
Would
goes,
he even know?
Tom and Dad.
They'll say Tom and
He has a
Dad.
page with a bunch of media tags linked, and you guys are not on it.
No, because I can't figure out how I got into this. It's my fault. It's my fault. I take full responsibility for it,
we don't
and now
really
I
know
can't get out of it. There's nothing can be done.
I have a little bit of familiarity with this, and I'm sure he booked a gig in Orlando or something, and he Googled Orlando podcast or Florida podcast, and you guys popped up, and he's like, I
think
them
it
to
was
remote.
through Porky's.
Okay.
Oh, that was
And
the
then the
original.
Porky's guys, they like set it and forget it, and then like they're done. Right?
Yeah.
So like the
I mean,
Porky's,
just-
but the Porky's guys are going to go to all the comedians that they booked with us and be like, well, just so you know, we're done now,
And Bob has like the organization or the routine of Media Mondays or whatever. Is like,
Yeah.
oh, this is when I'm promoting my gigs.
That's good. Write down Media Mondays.
Yeah, I wrote it down. That was
Is that all you got today?
Yeah.
Tired.
So, David, how you doing? And now David owns a scuba gym. And let's start from the beginning. How'd you get into becoming a scuba diving instructor?
Well, I was in the IT world. I was a chief technology officer of a bank for a while, and my son got sick. I actually getting into scuba diving. I dove when I was 16.
Okay,
so that's 39 years now of diving. But anyway, there was, I met my wife. We've been together 36 years. There was a big dry spell there of she wouldn't dive, so she wouldn't put a snorkel in her mouth. She, mask on her face, all that kind of stuff. And so I was like, so I was a good husband, didn't do that, raised my kids. And then my kids got old enough to dive. And I was like, yes, because your kids are about 10. Right?
No, No, we took our kids diving with David
that's the
in
weird
the pool.
part. I got the parents coming back with the kids getting certified.
That's neat, though. That means you got regulars, which is exactly a successful business.
And so anyway, the got back into it, and at that same time, my son undergone a brain tumor extraction and left him paralyzed from the neck down. I don't know if we'll go too much into that, but it led me into leaving my job, giving him everything I got because he was in a wheelchair, and prognosis was he was going to be in a wheelchair the rest of his life. And he looked at me and said, "Dad, I want to play football again. I don't want to be in a wheelchair." So I was like, "Buddy, you got every day of my life, and until you're good with where you're at." And
you're choking me up, Dave.
Well, I'm trying to speed through this.
No, because it is important. Because it is because I want to make sure people know and they get a little bit of this out of here. And I'll put it out here first. Let's foreshadow a bit. You don't just. And you say it on your website. You don't just get people certified. This is like there's a therapy aspect to this, and we'll get to that.
Yeah,
so I just want to make sure this is a bigger calling for you. This is a bigger purpose than just getting people in the water. This isn't a Groupon Patty. This is this can change.
Yeah, the scuba shop and the gear sales and getting people certified. Getting people certified brings in new volunteers for our program is really what that's about. And, and the gear sales and the shop support all of our special needs and rehab therapy programs. But again, I know your listeners, but I want to go through this kind of quick.
Sure,
100%.
It's important.
I'll start crying. Well, I'll start crying, and then you're crying. But so anyway, being a dad, you want to take care of your kids and do everything you can. I just took that on. 12 years of football. I mean, I'm very dedicated, very, very pushed. So
how'd you even know where to start? Like, did you start researching on the internet, like how to help my son walk again? Like, because you're from an IT background.
Well, to flip forward, I'm kind of a computer programmer.
Okay.
So I look at the nervous system. I look at the brain functions as just a computer. The wires are messed up. How do I reconnect those wires? How do I get the brain to get the body to function again? Because kind of when we're developing, I know we're getting off the weird job thing.
No,
but
this is cool.
As we're developing, our nerves. If you think of a little toddler, right, when they first stand up, they're like this. They don't have any kind of balance, and they really don't know how to walk. Does that work? Oh, does this work? So those nerves, talk to the muscles, right? And the nerves are what moves the muscles, and the brain makes that all happen. So we learn how to do that, over time. And if you have a traumatic injury, brain, spinal cord, anything like that, those nerves are disconnected sometimes, okay? And I've had people that haven't walked in 20 years, 30 years. And I just had a lady come in a couple months ago, and she's like, I won't say the procedure, but she had a procedure done, and it left her paralyzed from the waist down. And the doctors told her that the nerves in her legs were dead, and they would never work. And I looked at her and I said, because my son was paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah.
And he's a scuba instructor today.
No,
come through the scuba gym.
He was one of. He's also
he's picking up the tanks stronger than I am.
I mean, the guy's a beast. I mean, he's a.
But incredibly, he's still paralyzed. He doesn't have any feedback on the whole left side of his body. People don't know that.
I didn't know that.
I know.
You would never know that he's lifting tanks literally like a workhorse.
So I retrained the body to so the brain can talk to the muscles again. But this lady, she said that, and I said, well, let's. And again, I have nothing against traditional medicine or anything like that.
No.
A lot of people that need it. And
therapy's therapy.
But I get the worst of the worst cases, and I told her, well, let's leave that opinion up to him, and let's get underwater and see what happens. So underwater, it's a weightless environment. I can really control things. I can see the minute little muscle changes and nerve functioning. Sometimes, I will fire a nerve on the left side, and the right leg moves. So when we learn, our nerves are like this, and I don't know if people can see this, but your nerves are connected like this, and the brain knows how to fire all those.
Yes.
Well, if you have a spinal cord injury or traumatic brain injury or things like that, what happens is those nerves. When I went to school, we were taught that when you cut a nerve, it'll never grow back.
Right.
Well, science is always wrong, thankfully. And when it grows back, it might be like this, okay? So
the connection points
points are not the same as what we learned when we were little and growing, right?
Yeah.
So what I do is I take this on as a computer programmer, and I'm like, okay, let's see, this nerve should do this. And I fire that nerve. I manipulate it underwater, and I can see what actually reacts, okay? So I'm like, oh, that's not right, but that's a muscle that I need. So I actually reprogram. I put them in a sequence of walking, and I do that over and over, and then we stand up underwater, and they walk across the bottom of the pool.
So, David, let's talk about the underwater
Even though
part
they
of
can't
this.
feel it. That's the crazy.
Right, right. And is that sort of a version of
So I
what,
guess that is the weird part of my job.
Is that what your son does though? Like, I mean, because no one would know. You would never know. But like, so he's been reprogrammed. He's reprogrammed his muscles and worked hard at it. And now he's at a point where so the feelings that he has in walking are different than what we would have without the damage. Is that
so? What
correct?
and again, I'm not in his body, but
right.
What I would try to tell you is, if you've ever had any dental work done, and they numb your mouth or whatever, and you try to eat lunch.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like is water coming out of my mouth or is it not? Right. Exact same thing on the whole left side of his body. He doesn't have any feedback. He doesn't know what's going on. So like early on, he would hold a styrofoam cup. And if he looked at it, not at first, but if he looked at it, he would be able to manage that.
Yeah.
If he looked away, he would either drop it or crush it.
It's a different way of getting feedback from your body to still complete the task.
Correct. Yeah. And so now he can hold on to things and not have to look at it. But again, there's a progression, and I mean, early on, he couldn't pick up anything. I mean, we were hand feeding him, kind of thing.
But honestly, it's hard to express to the listeners. Like, I almost wish he was here so we could say, like, I'd be like, okay, like, look, man, like, that's remarkable.
Yeah,
really, really well.
Well, he's in our video.
Or just sign up, you'll meet him.
So,
go to the shop.
So on the couch with us, we've got White Claw Tracy with us. How you doing, Tracy?
And White Claw Maisie. Tracy and Maisie, both drunk on White Claw. Come on. One is little, the other's a kid. That's pretty good.
Now, did we tell White Claw we were going to
touch the floor?
They're the same height. They have the same hair. They wear the same clothes.
Yeah. And kids like White Claw. It tastes kind of fruity.
I got it. They outlawed the few fruity vapes, but they didn't outlaw the one with the best taste. White Claw, drink it if your kids.
Tastes just like watermelon.
Yummy.
Melissa,
have you ever made a spicier love? Freeze it in the freezer. It's the ultimate ice pop. White Claw ice pop. Keep that going.
there goes that sponsor.
The grape is really good. Oh, I'm sorry.
Grape.
It's like you guys don't like money.
Well, we don't know yet. We've never seen money, so how would we know if we like it or not? Okay, Tracy, welcome. My daughter Maisie is here. Hi, Maisie.
Hi.
It's very good to see you.
For the camera,
Yeah.
it's not for the kid.
I would like to be on record. My daughter, you've never tasted White Claw. That's truth. You've never even had
Oh, yeah, let's have her taste it live on the show.
Live taste. Great.
Jesus, I battled traffic for this.
We put grape White Claw in a sippy cup.
I-4 is currently shut down, and I had to take all back roads.
You know why?
This
is a kid drunk driver.
We're joking around. Come on. Everybody knows us.
Comedy show.
Don't send this to them. Yeah, where they will not like that. Anyway, so Maisie did come in today because she's friends with Tracy.
Which is weird. And I want to address this live on the air. I believe that someone within our own ranks has been grooming my daughter.
She's got a bunch of White Claw in her van.
And you somehow a woman known as White Claw Tracy, who drives around in a White Claw van, decided to meet up with my daughter at my studio and then have my daughter give her a gift. Did you or did you not make a gift for Miss Tracy?
I did.
We exchange gifts. It's fun.
Yeah, we
love it.
exchanged gifts, much like most internet romances between an older man and a younger boy.
Before we exchange exchange any of these gifts, Maisie, let's talk about your daily work routine with dance, because I am super impressed. Every time Daniel tells me that you won another championship, the grind, the hours you put in,
it's a lot.
Eating dinner at dance, back to work right after.
You eat dinner alone in a corner, right? You eat dinner alone in a corner.
No, I like that.
Yeah. And she says, yeah. And people don't believe me when I say that. I go, she'll go sit alone and think about it, run her dance, maybe watch her dances like LeBron. You got to watch some footage. And you eat your dinner, and it's a cold dinner, right? Alone.
Only with my friends, though.
Okay, there are some friends.
Yeah, but they're all work friends.
Which aren't really friends. You know what I call those? Acquaintances.
We call them Strict Teacher Tuesdays.
No. What's Strict Teacher Tuesdays?
Because we play a game called Strict Teacher.
Okay, what is that game?
So, my friend, she acts like the strict teacher.
Okay.
And she bosses us around while we eat.
They're practicing for hard work. Eat faster, you maggots.
Eat that slop and then get back to work.
Yeah. You better be twinkling those toes and have all that slop down your esophagus when I'm out of here.
And Maisie, you just recently learned how to do a full aerial backflip.
No, the new one is a layout, right?
Oh, layout.
It's called a layout, and it's like a round off, and then you jump back, and you don't touch your hands to the ground, and your legs just go over.
Yeah.
Now,
full back, that is awesome.
Now, do you think you could do that on 3 White Claw?
Because now we got a video. We'll be rich. You know, they'll come get us, though.
They will. But we do have a window. We have a window, much like Kanye with the Nazi shirts. You got a window. You got a window where you got like 3 hours. That you get like, print them. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make Tracy uncomfortable.
Is dance season officially over right now? It's on break?
It's starting, like, in a few months. Or a few weeks.
Okay, a few weeks, but you're on a break right now, so no dance?
I dance today, tomorrow, and Thursday.
Oh, okay. So just
just a little bit, just a tiny bit.
Small break.
It's off.
So today, tomorrow, and Thursday. That's the rest of the week.
The rest of the week. I know.
It's only
And then in like 4 weeks, I have 9 classes every week.
Oh, but 9? There's only 7 days.
Well, we're gonna have to figure something out.
2 days?
You're adding an extra.
You know what?
Right? You're adding an extra dance, right? No.
You know, this is why the NFL's weak, Maisie.
No, that's the classes, not the dances. I'm doing 9 dances this year too.
Okay, yeah, you are adding an extra group dance this year.
Let's talk about how weak the NFL is and the football in general, because they eliminated 2 a days and they eliminated these kind of practices, and they're like, that's good. It's too much work.
Everything.
That's ridiculous, right? That's the only way you get better is 2 a days, right? 3 classes. 3 classes a day, 3 a day.
She loves it though, man. I know.
That's
your thing.
I know. I'm super impressed.
Well, what did you bring for Tracy? Because, and I want to talk about this real quick, because this is a perfect thing to really talk about and switch gears and not be a buffoon. They're calling us buffoons in the chat room, and we are.
Rightfully.
But like, let's talk about the library and some of the amazing classes that the library offers. And Mama signed you up sight unseen. You didn't know really if this was going to be good, bad, or whatever. But tell me about the class that Mama signed you up for. It's at the Orange County Library.
Yeah.
And what was it for?
It was for macrame earrings. And we got to like try to make a pair, and the lady, she taught us how to make earrings, and then it was really fun. So then we just got a lot of other macrame, like string and stuff. So then I just started making them, and they're fun to make, and they're easy to make.
So you know how to make
they're easy to make. What if I told you?
Jewelry.
Yeah, she's making earrings, and then she's been selling them to all these sucker-ass dance moms.
That's a good business.
I know, it is a good business, and she's upcharging them. You know, these little shit takes her no time. You can knock one of these earrings out in 30 minutes. She's charging $25 to these sucker-ass dance moms.
No, they're $5.
I thought the one lady paid you $25, and I said,
I don't know why she paid me $25.
Well, she set the rate. You let them set the. Tom, help her, please.
Okay,
help her, please.
I will help her. How many of these earrings can you knock out a day? That's what I need to know.
If I did it every day, probably. I gotta think.
Just trying to give you a real answer here.
We
It's
gotta
not
get-
like me. I'll tell you.
We got to
anything.
get some on the website.
You can do like
15.
Okay, 15. All
I was
right.
going to say 10. She went a little higher than.
So here's the thing, Maisie. We'll, you just need to do like 1 or 2. We'll outsource this to China.
That's
and
true.
then just shipping them in.
Yeah.
Because there are kids over there making them too. So they'll be equal quality.
I need your best example and the pair that you love the most. Give those to Daddy. I'm going to send those away for a couple of my friends' little hands to learn. If they learn how to do it.
They were just pumping them out, and we're like, made by Maisie.
Are you
look
okay
at her
with that?
accomplishments.
If you didn't make it,
No.
if you didn't make it, and we had a couple of children make it in another
No.
country, and then we just have you sign it, inspired by Maisie.
No.
Okay.
All
right, this isn't going to work.
Legitimate.
we got
The
some,
first rule of
integrity.
business.
You got to lose the integrity.
You got to learn how to lie. That's the number one rule.
I mean, that's what
in
we do.
American business.
That's what we do.
So Maisie, let's present the gift.
Oh yeah,
to
present your
Tracy.
gift to
Okay,
Tracy.
all right.
There you are.
Bag. Oh,
All right, and then Tracy, I want you to show the.
Oh, I will.
Show the earrings.
Oh, I will.
They're and I think
I'm very excited.
your wife might like these, Tom. They almost have like an African flair, and I know your wife likes to collect African art. Oh, you put a custom card in
I
there?
almost need my reading glasses.
Don't say that. What is this, like a card?
Oh.
It's radio, Tracy. You have to read it out loud. She's looking at the card dying.
It's really cute.
I made these like a month ago.
Don't say that.
Can I ask her to read it to me?
Yeah, okay. All right, there we go.
That's why I hired Tracy. She's good.
Home because you have to buy.
Don't yell at your clients.
Oh, okay. I have to read this. Okay, I can't read it out loud now.
No, because you have to buy a pair if you want to know.
There you want to get the personalization.
Can we read just the top paragraph? Oh, you don't want to read that?
No,
Okay.
all secret. No,
It's a secret.
Put that away. What the hell
we're
are you
best
doing?
friends, you guys. Like, come on. I'm sorry.
So let me see the earring.
All
here.
right.
What are we rolling with?
Yeah.
So I got to pick my color thread, my metal, everything, and I love.
Okay, all right, pull them out here. There. See, they're crazy looking.
Yeah. These are like a big.
It's like Junkanoo earrings. You wear these to
Yes.
a Bohemian barbecue.
I needed these when I was in Nassau. Yes. There was a Junkanoo parade at Nassau.
The Bohemian pigs will bite that right off.
They use those. That's what they.
That's
how they tag. That's how they tag a Bohemian pig. Put one of those on its tail.
I will put them on once I don't have the cans on my head. These are
Cans?
beautiful.
What do you think you are?
I'm radio.
Old man radio.
Whatever they call these.
I don't even call them cans.
I don't know. It's
I
like
call
a big
them
can
hammers.
on my head.
Okay, how are we going to undo this White Claw kid? Let's talk about it.
How about we don't keep revisiting it?
Let's take two.
Well, I can't stop revisiting it. It's right there. It's anyway.